Hello and welcome, Mahaban, bonjour, hola, ciao, guten tag, and welcome in to Dubai Games 2026, brought to you by DP World. We're here in day number 3 of our 4-day competition, where athletes, teams vie for final positions, the top 4. Taking a look at the temperature, it's a 29 degrees Celsius, but the wind has picked up very slightly, 12.3 kilometers per hour off the bay here down in Festival City in Dubai in the Emirates. It's a beautiful, beautiful day here, and we've got some great competition ahead. We've got teams from around the world, 1,700 athletes from over 50 countries to come together with 250 plus teams. Taking a look at the schedule over the last few days, we started off with the Battle of the Government men, who had 3 heats, and then moved into Battle of the Community. We then saw the Battle of the Government women take the field earlier on this morning. But here in the second half of day number 3, it is the Battle of the Cities before we move on to the Battle of the Juniors tomorrow morning from 8 o'clock before our finales, the Battle of all battles on Championship Sunday. Welcome in to the arena. The scene the official partner of Dubai Games 2026, DP World. Big thank you to their sponsorship. Also thank you to Denmark, to Emirates for supporting Dubai Games here through 2026. A big shout out to Beyond, keeping the support and partnership working for these athletes. And of course, without Dubai Sports, we are very, very grateful indeed. And our gold sponsors there, Dubai Electricity and Water Authority, making sure we've got opportunities for these athletes. And thank you for Unilabs for their sponsorship, along with Alkirk Group here, making sure our obstacles are ready and tested. And a big thank you to our venue partner, Dubai Festival City. Well, I have to say, I'm ready here in the commentary box and down on the arena. I know it's hot, I know they are ready, and to take us through today and to ask the hard questions and to keep you informed from the athletes and the teams, we're going to head on down to the arena where MC Steve and MC Ahmed are going to bring us all the hot topics.
All right, thank you very much, Trent. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to your Dubai Games 2026. Here we go. Time for day number 3. And today, I'm very excited because we're going to have your Battle of the Cities. I can't wait for this. You know, Ahmed, as always, we say this: one team, one spirit. It's game time.
مشاهدينا الكرام، نرحب بكم في ثالث أيام ألعاب دبي في النسخة 27 من هنا. أحمد وستيف نحييكم في يوم سوف يكون مليء بالتحدي. تقريبا عندنا 65 أو 56 مدينة اجتمعت من حول العالم هنا في دبي للمنافسة على لقب النسخة 7.
Of course, as you know, today we're going to have teams that qualified for our Battle of the Cities. And you know what? It's going to be super exciting because we're talking about top athletes trained for such a long time going down today. And don't forget, we are giving away massive prizes. We're talking about 500,000 dirhams for the first place. For the second place, 250,000 dirhams. And for the third place, we're talking about a lot of money still at 150,000 dirhams.
نعم ستيف، هي الجوائز حاضرة لهذه النسخة، ولكن ستيف هي للعشرة فور توب 10. The prizes is for top 10 للعشر مراكز الأولى، خاصة في فئة المدن. هذه الفئة التي خاضت تجربة وتحدي، هو تحدي البرج فقط. هذه الفئة من تخوض تحدي البرج، ونقاط إضافية قبل بداية المنافسات والتصفيات المؤهلة إلى نهاية التحدي غدا بإذن الله.
All right, Ahmed, here we go. Everybody's super excited about this. We are going worldwide. The energy is high. The excitement built up. This is your Dubai Games 2026. And as always, it's game time!
Am I looking at the camera, are you?
Sorry.
Thank you.
Team Utah.
Oh, I love the big city.
You feel here like it's home.
Competition with many countries.
I love the people, everything of Dubai.
First time to Dubai, and the city is beautiful.
Train together in the gym. We are close to each other. We know each other since young.
Our team is built around family. We've got a pace set.
We started practicing last year as a team.
5 or 6 days for weeks, 2 and 3 hours for days.
Heard about Dubai Games a while back because some of our friends competed in it.
I think that's because of our friends.
I came and watched last year when my son was competing.
Funny, heartwarming, very strong, but mentally.
Let's see. John's got great endurance.
There are a lot of toughest guys.
We are here to compete against the elite athletes from around the world.
We hope to be in the podium, yes.
If it will be necessary, I am ready to carry any of my teammates.
Yeah, I'm really excited, to look the first time.
We are ready for Dubai Games. Team Elmo. Vamos Buenos Aires, estamos listos para los Dubai Games.
We готовы к Dubai Games. Vladivostok!
To the Dubai Games 2026 here down in Festival City. The scene is set, the vibes are out there. Steve and Ahmed are going to ask all the tough questions today. This is going to be a big one, a big afternoon where athletes go at it over 7 obstacles. They're going to challenge themselves, not only as individuals, but as teams, to see how well they can work together. Let's take a look.
4, 3, 2, 1.
As you can see, 7 obstacles there stand in the way of the qualification to Championship Sunday. Teams will need to get into their top 4 positions in order to have a chance, an opportunity to take home the coveted prize of Champion Dubai Games in 2026. The vibes are high, the energy is high, and to keep us rolling throughout this afternoon, my name's Grant Goes here in commentary, but down on the floor, in the arena, in the hot box. We're going to head it down to Steve and Ahmed to bring those vibes.
All right, thank you very much, Grant. Here we're now, of course, live on ground, on side. We can feel the energy. We feel the excitement right here. This is your Dubai Games 2026 Battle of the Cities. As always, it's game time.
نعم، هنا تجتمع المدن بعد خوض التحدي في برج خليفة و160 طابقا من الصعود إلى القمة، ولكن القمة تحدد هنا أعزائي المشاهدين بعد خوض 7 تحديات. شفنا التحدي الصعب والمثير للغاية في الأيام الماضية. سوف يأتي التحدي وسوف تتنافس الفرق لمعرفة 4 بطاقات تأهل ومعرفة 4 مدن متجهة إلى القمة غدا بإذن الله.
I know you all are waiting for the teams there now. Let's move on to welcoming our squads for your Battle of the Cities. Let us start off. Here we go now. Welcoming your team for your Dubai Games 2026 at obstacle number 4. Starting with the first team from France, باسن كان.
والآن أعزائي المشاهدين نرحب بالفرق المتنافسة ومن فرنسا في التحدي الرابع في المسار الأول فريق بيزانسون.
And now let's welcome Bangkok, Thailand.
من شرق القارة الصفراء بالقميص الأصفر من تايلاند فريق بانكوك.
And now we're all yellow, all the way from Scotland. Team 3, good up for Edinburgh.
من اسكتلندا فريق ادنبرا.
And coming right up here, go team number 4, all the way from Bulgaria. It is time to meet Varna.
قادما من بلغاريا بالقميص البرتقالي، رحبوا معي بفريق فارنا.
And of course, walking down the lane, obstacle 5 from the UK, London.
في التحدي رقم 5 نرحب بفريق المملكة المتحدة، فريق مدينة لندن.
Wearing yellow shirts, here they are. Make some noise. Lithuania, Sal Sinininkai.
من لتوانيا نرحب بسال نينيكينكاي.
And here they go, Team 3. Wearing blue, it's Poland, Czarny Dunajec.
بالقميص الأزرق من بولندا نرحب بفريق czarny Dunajec.
And here they go, wearing green, the ladies from the north, from the UAE, Ras Al Khaimah.
مشاركة مميزة من الإمارات العربية المتحدة، نرحب بفريق رأس الخيمة.
And now walking down the lane, standing tall and proud at orange, from Uzbekistan, Tashkent.
في التحدي السادس وفي المسار رقم 1 من أوزبكستان، فريق طشقان.
From Bulgaria, here they go, wearing black, mixed team Sofia.
أيضا من بلغاريا، فريق مدينة صوفيا.
And again, also from Lithuania, your third team at obstacle number 6, Klaipėda.
والفريق المتميز من لتوانيا نرحب بكلايبيديا.
And now let's go to South America, all the way from Argentina, Buenos Aires.
ومن الأرجنتين كالعادة باللون السماوي، فريق مدينة بوينس آيرس.
And now let's welcome back from the UK. Give it up for Team Bristol.
ومن المملكة المتحدة نرحب بفريق بروسل.
And now, here we go, all the way from West Africa, from Morocco, Kenitra.
ومن غرب القارة السمراء أفريقيا، من المغرب العربي، مدينة القنيطرة.
And now, from Bahrain, give it up for Rifa.
الفريق الخليجي المتميز من مملكة البحرين الشقيقة، فريق الرفاه.
And now team 4 obstacle number 7, all the way from Russia, it's your team from Sochi.
من شمال القارة الصفراء وبالتحديد من روسيا، فريق سوتشي.
And here we go to obstacle number 3, first team. It's your Lisbon, Portugal.
ومن البرتغال أيضا فريق مدينة لشبونة.
And here they go, wearing green. Make some noise for Lucerne, Switzerland.
من الطبيعة الخلابة سويسرا، مدينة لوسرن.
Wearing bright orange mixed team, here they come. Give a big hand to Germany.
ومن ألمانيا نرحب بالفريق أولم.
And here they come. It's an all-women team all the way from Russia. It's time to meet Vladivostok.
ومن روسيا نرحب بفريق مدينة فلاديفوستوك.
And now time for obstacle number 4, wearing orange. Here it goes, the mixed team, Oslo, Norway.
ومن النرويج نرحب بفريق مدينة أوسلو.
And now, wearing all green, all the way from Florida in the USA, beautiful Tampa.
ومن الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية رحبوا معي بفريق تامبا.
And here they go all the way from España. Buenos tardes, hermanos. Your team from Madrid.
ومن أسبانيا السيدات والسادة رحبوا معي بفريق مدريد.
And next, here they go, wearing yellow. All the way from Belarus. Give out your team from Bobruis.
ومن بيلاروس نرحب بفريق بوبرويس.
It is now time to be your team for obstacle number 1. First off, all the way from Tirana, Albania.
ومن دولة ألبانيا إلى دبي نرحب بفريق تيرانا.
And here they go, wearing gray shirt. It's a mixed team. Please welcome from the Netherlands, Amsterdam.
في المسار الثاني من التحدي رقم 1 يأتي هذا الفريق من هولندا. نرحب بفريق أمستردام.
Another mixed team coming right up, wearing black all the way from Paris, France.
رحبوا معي أيها السيدات والسادة بالفريق القادم من فرنسا، فريق باريس.
And last but not least, here they go, wearing a light blue shirt from Aarhus, Denmark.
آخراً وليس أخيراً سيداتي آنساتي سادتي بالقميص السماوي ومن الدنمارك نرحب بفريق أرهوس.
Well, loving that energy down in the arena from Steve and Ahmed. And you can feel the buzz growing here this afternoon on day number 3. Here are the lane assignments for each of our teams in the Battle of the Cities Heat number 1. You can see all teams start on their allocated obstacle. There'll be 4 teams per obstacle. They'll have 10 minutes to complete this obstacle and before they move on to the next. Between each obstacle, they will have a 10-minute break to reset and re-strategize for the upcoming obstacle. It's going to be an absolute stunning afternoon here down in Festival City for the 7th edition of the Dubai Games in 2026. Proudly brought to you by DP World. Let's look at our first obstacle. It's obstacle number 7, sponsored by Emirat. So here in the competition arena, we're seeing the teams getting their briefing with only 8 minutes and 50 seconds to go. We see Greg Busser there, the obstacle head, ensuring the teams understand exactly what is required. And I can tell you, it's going to take a bit of skill from each and every athlete here in all the teams. Coordination, precision, power, and accuracy is what's required to get through the 3 sections here on obstacle number 7. Remember, they are representing their city from all around the world. 1,700 athletes, 256 teams, and 50 plus nationalities. Let's get to know more about obstacle number 7. Let's find out the details. Well, there it is, obstacle number 7, brought to you by Emirat. It's going to take coordination, precision, and power, plus accuracy. But to find out a little bit more, to keep the vibes there, and probably to give some insights, we're going to head down into the arena with Steve and Ahmed.
All right, thank you very much, Grant. Here we are at obstacle number 7, sponsored by Emirat. What's going to happen here, Ahmed? You know what, very, very interesting, because we're talking about there's some more action towards the beginning of it. You got a rope that is drenched in water. You got to hook that up high, which is very hard because we're talking about very heavy rope soaked in water. Some deadlift action all the way to this ladder. But you know what? Before even reaching this point, we're talking about a lot of energy needed and teamwork too.
نعم ستيف، نتواجد كالعادة من البداية منذ بداية هذا التحدي في الحاجز رقم 7 برعاية إمارات للوقود والطاقة مطلوبة في هذا التحدي بالتحديد. منذ البداية التقاط الكرات من على الترامبولين من على الاسطوانة، وأيضا وبعدها نقل الكرات عن طريق المانكي بار إلى الديد ليفت، والديد ليفت الذي يحرك هذا السلم اللي موجود عليه ستيف إلى النهاية، ومن ثم العبور عبر الجدار إلى القمة. ستيف طبعا ياخذ تان، فيتامين دي موجود، وستيف ما شاء الله. ستيف, we're having a good time. How's the weather up there?
I'm really having a good time here, but you know what? Teams will not have a really good time before they reach this point because, like what I said earlier, it drains a lot of energy. So you know what? There's only one thing left to say, as always. It's game time!
Brilliant energy from the lads there. Steve just chilling out on that ladder. And as he said, they won't be able to chill out for long because athletes are about to take to the course. 5 minutes and 47 seconds until we get underway here. The team's going through their final instructions from either the obstacle head, the lane referee, or the coaches themselves. Reminder that the first decision they will need to make is about who will compete here on the first round. Obstacle number 7 brought to you by Emirat. It is 3 sections. That's correct, 3 sections. Coordination, precision, power, and accuracy is required. In the first section, they'll have to get that rope. You see it there, it's in the water. They have to fling it up onto the hooks there in the center before creating tension and then navigating themselves over the rope from one side to the other. They'll move then through into section number 2, or stage number 2, where they'll need to do the deadlift. Now this is super important because that deadlift means they have to move the ladder, or the ladder will move the more deadlifts that they do. That is their escape out of the human ladder portion. So when they get to the end of section number 3, they'll navigate across ropes, they'll navigate across little bits of blocks there, hard to stand on, but once they get to the end, they'll find a plank, they'll find their ladder, and they'll escape to hit those 5 buzzers that await them at the top of the ladder. That'll call time, and that'll give them the points they need. It is obstacle number 7. It is the human ladder. It's brought to you by Emirat here at Dubai Games 2026, empowered by DP World. You can see the concentration, the focus there of our teams. And if you're wondering which team and which lane, of course I'll be taking you through that action. But up in the top left-hand corner there, you'll see in the pink lane, Bristol through to Scotchy. But let's take a look at all the obstacles here at Dubai Games 2026 by DP World. It starts off with obstacle number 1, powered by Diwa. They'll navigate through the spiders, over the bridge, and onto Tempin Bowling. Obstacle 2 with Demark is up the ramp over down the Flying Fox and onto the seesaw. Obstacle number 3 by Al Gerg. There is a maze to release the key over and up through the chopstick tower before moving on to obstacle 4. We've got the tower cards and the heavy push of the sled. Obstacle 5, brought to you by Dubai Sports, is in the water. The rafts will save these teams, or will they? Obstacle 6 is from beyond. They'll need to collect the balls. They'll need to make their way to the basketball shot. Obstacle 7, with by Emirat, here before us. We're about to take place with these teams taking on Obstacle 7, moving their way all the way through to the end to hit those buzzers and escape out the human ladder. It's a beautiful afternoon. It's early afternoon here at Dubai Games 2026, proudly brought to you by DP World. If you are around Festival City, make sure you come on down, bring the energy, bring the vibes. The fan base, the fan area is building by the second. We've got 2 minutes and 47 seconds until the Battle of the Cities, heat number 1 begins. The final strategy being placed in the minds of our athletes. And it's really good to see here the team from Kanatra there in the orange. They're going to look to find a bit more composure before they take on this obstacle. Remember, they're trying to get into the qualifier tomorrow evening. Championship Sunday. Only the top 4, the best 4 from both heats will go through and battle it out for top prize, top honors to be crowned the champion of Battle of the Cities. Ooh, they've come from far and wide. They're here for the title, and it's a great shot there of all the teams, how they prepare. Some sitting down, some standing up, shaking it out. We've got teams from United Kingdom, Morocco, Bahrain, and Russia. Oh, we heard earlier from Ahmed and Steve, just the techniques, some of the tips they were giving. I have to wonder, what were the coaches saying? What do they need to do? What will they do when under pressure as well? It's not just a race against the other 3 teams in the obstacle race here, round number 1. It's a race against everyone else across the park. The arena is set. The temperature is rising. The nerves, I imagine they're kicking in quite hard right now. And as I say that, she's just one of the athletes there in the orange. Just a quick yawn. The Bristol team there in the blue in the bottom left from the United Kingdom. They look steady. They look calm. Up the top there, top left and top right, you see there in the blue lane, the team from Russia, from Scotchy Russia, just shaking out those last little nerves. We're only 60 seconds away. The Battle of the Cities will begin for heat number 1. What is your pick? Who do you think will be the most successful here as they move their way through the obstacles through all 3 sections? Where can they get tripped up? Will it be on the rope? Will they be able to successfully get their rope up onto the hook? Will they be able to lift the deadlift? Will they be able to navigate the little obstacles, the wall obstacles, in order to escape here out of the human ladder? We're only 32 seconds away. Thank you for joining us from wherever you are, near or far. Reminder, if you are here, come on down to Festival City. Join us. Bring the energy. As you can see, it keeps building for Dubai Games 2026, brought to you by DP World. Inside the final 15 seconds. I'm excited. I hope you are too. The Battle of the Cities, representing from around the world. Dubai Games is here. It's 2026, brought to you by DP World. And guess what? We are underway. Obstacle number 7 by Emirat. Let's take a look at the teams. Who's going to take the early lead? You can see there in the pink lane, the team from Russia. They were quick to decide to pull the rope from the back. I think a clever idea, get that rope out of the water. Remember, it will be very, very heavy, so they're going to have to work together from the start. You can see the technique there to keep the rope up off the water, to give the old skipping rope effect, to get it to hook, hopefully onto 1, 2 or more hooks to help them navigate across the water safely. Take a look down there in the blue lane, our first team from Russia, Scotchy, quickly maneuvering that rope into position and then quickly descending across with 2 athletes already on the other side of the pool. Remember, the trick, the key here is to keep the tension on the rope so athletes stay out of the water. You see some really nice techniques there. Locking the feet up and over the rope, using the upper body to pull themselves along, and I love it. The nice switch in the middle, you can see there, transferring the feet to in front, keeping most of the load in the lower body. You can see there in lane number 2, or the green lane with the green shirts on. Our team from Bahrain, Rifa Bahrain, moving quickly as well. They have a couple of athletes you can see here. Nice technique. The second athlete maneuvering their way up over. They'll have to be careful. They've only got one of the hooks attached. Ooh, tricky transition there over that middle part, but safely across to the other side. Athlete number 3. You can see the different techniques. So they're going head first. They're using their arms to pull themselves along. It looks like they're currently, we're having a look here in the green lane. They've got 2 athletes. Orange has 1, but it's the leaders there in the far lane. In the blue lane, already quickly on to the deadlift portion. And you can see here from high above, the great shot. The more times they do the deadlift, the further the ladder moves towards the end of the pull. And that is the trick. How high they bring up the weight determines how far the ladder moves towards the final wall. Got race director there, Ron Bray, making sure everything's in order, and it is. It's a commanding lead here for our team from Scotchy. You will see here up the top, you see that ladder moves with every deadlift they do. It gets a little bit closer, inch by inch, to the end of the pull. They want to maintain their lead and get off to a good start here in round number 1. We're 2.5 minutes in here. Battle of the Cities, heat number 1. I'm so pumped and excited about this one. I know we're going to see lots of thrills and lots of spills as the pressure comes on. A beautiful view here on the left-hand side. The aerial view you can see in second place in the green lane. It is our team from Bahrain trying to close down that gap into first place. And on the other side, down the bottom of the screen there on the left-hand side, in the pink lane. That's right, we've got our team from Bristol, but here on screen, that team from Bahrain, coordinating together, trying to use the legs to lift that weight up as high as they possibly can to get as much movement out of the ladder as they can. They're seeing the little bit lopsided. You've seen one side go up higher than the other. That will affect what's going on. Main side, of course, is that far side. That's where the pulley system is. So they have to be mindful of that. But that's all part of the strategy. When you've got tall athletes or shorter athletes, you need to know who goes in what position. And here we go back to the pink lane. It's with our team from Bristol. They're on to the 3rd section already. Now, during the section, they've got their ladder into position. You can see that at the back. But what they need to make sure of when they navigate here, they can only touch things that are the same color as their lane. So the pink blocks on the bottom or the pink ropes are the only things the athletes are allowed to touch as they navigate across the wall. You can see also there's only 4 or 5 ropes to help them navigate this portion. So they're going to have to remove a couple of the ropes, reposition them before they go across. And you can see there they've allocated one of their players, their athletes, to establish the right path or the right distance and gap from one rope to another. I think it's a good strategy here from Bristol. We'll see how they get on, but we're back here with our team from Rifa Bahrain. Seem to have the same issue as before. They're not able to get that far side up, but they are in contention for the win in this heat. It's still Bristol down the bottom in the pink, and then up in the blue, the team from Russia, Scotchy, trying to navigate across the wall. It looks like Scotchy there slightly in front in the blue with only one more athlete waiting to navigate across. They'll have to go underneath the brick or the box that sticks out of the wall as well, adding in a little twist here in obstacle number 7, brought to you by Emirat. It is extremely, extremely tight. We've got 2 teams on the 3rd section, 2 teams on the middle section, section number 2, working through the deadlifts there in the middle lanes, the green and the orange. It is the team from Morocco and the team from Bahrain trying to work their way through the deadlifts. But here on the other side, down the bottom, you can see in the pink lane, it is the team from Bristol trying to chase down the team in the blue lane from Russia. They're only moments away. Who will get there first? We've just crossed over halfway. It's 4 minutes and 26 seconds. So the well inside, it looks like the team in the blue lane, the team from Russia, they're going to be the first ones up the ladder. 5 buzzers, 5 athletes. That's what they need. Lining up 3, 2, 1 for these guys. It's quick, it's fast, it is furious for our team in the blue lane. What an absolute rush they've got through. The team from Scotchy there, Russia, making their way quickly in behind in second place. We've got our team from the United Kingdom, from Bristol, quickly up the ladder. 1, 2 athletes. Where's 3, 4, and 5? They need to move. Every second counts. 3 minutes, just under the 4-minute mark. Quickly up through the ladder. And done, time for them. Well done to Bristol from the UK. They come in closely in the second spot there. They worked real hard, worked well as a team to chase down. They weren't able to catch our winners, but they got through with plenty of time to spare. That takes us back to the other two teams here in obstacle number 7 with Emirat in the green lane and the orange lane, both wearing the same coloured shirts as the lane allocation that they're in. In the orange, they are from Morocco, and then in the green, they are from Bahrain. And it looks like the Bahrain team is coming in third place. They'll have 3 minutes and 12 seconds to navigate across the wall. And you can see here, as we get a nice close shot, he seems to be hanging off the wall quite a bit. Now, I know if you're a rock climber or you are a obstacle course racer, the best technique is to get close to the wall, use the bigger, stronger muscles, the powerful muscles of the lower body, and take that tension away. As you lean back, there's tension on the arms. You can see there the athlete trying to wrap the rope around their hand to take that tension away. They've got a slight lead here over our team from Morocco, from Kenitra, Morocco. Still trying to navigate that deadlift. They need to get their ladder into position. You can see it's only halfway down. They really are struggling there. They're going to have to work through the legs, use those legs a little bit more, especially that athlete who is over by the pulley system. You can see them now just switching around. And there in the green lane, the team from Bahrain. So on the left-hand side, we've got our team from Morocco in orange, and on the right, our team from Bahrain in the green. Now, they haven't quite worked this one out. You saw earlier teams from the UK and the teams from Russia, they moved those ropes into position. That's what the first athlete did. And right now, we talk about strategy, we talk about teamwork. And it's the team from Bahrain not quite getting this one right. Maybe they did not see what the other teams did earlier on. But there we go, there we go. So have taken the second rope, started to maneuver, started to move across. And now as we get deeper, deeper here into our 10-minute allocation of obstacle number 7 with Emirat, we talk about time under tension when it comes to fitness. The longer you're holding on, the more active your muscles are, the more tired they will get. Your system, energy systems do get depleted. So it's only the first round here. It's only round number 1 of the Battle of the Cities, and it's going to have a compounding effect as they move through the later rounds. Have to keep an eye on the team from Bahrain and see how that works out. But still, they've got time on the hands. Moving into the final 60 seconds here as they look to go across the wall. And that team from Morocco, we saw the time under tension has finally taken effect on our Bahrain athlete. It's just too much for too long, and that could play havoc moving forward, because once those forearms go, it's really hard to get them back. I can tell you from experience a few years ago in the early rounds, I did it to myself. But it's right here about these athletes right now using the hook technique. Ooh, well recovered. 30 seconds to go here in heat number 1, the Battle of the Cities, round number 1 of obstacle number 7, brought to you by Emirat. Is the team from Bahrain trying to make their way across the wall? Can they do it with only 21 seconds remaining? The team from Morocco still, unfortunately, have not figured this one out. They need to have a look and re-strategize, potentially moving forward. But we are into our final 10 seconds. What a round it is. Round number 1, the Battle of the Cities, heat number 1 here on obstacle number 7, brought to you by Emirat. It's been absolutely fascinating. It's been absolutely fantastic.
1.
Wow, what a way to get started in round number 1. 2 teams crossing the line in super fast time. Our team from the UK and our team from Russia. They knew exactly what they wanted to do. They had the right strategy in play, and they put their plan and they executed to perfection. I do wonder if they think they could have gone a little bit faster, and whereabouts they could have made up some extra seconds. Reminder that every second counts. The more time they have on the clock, the more points they get allocated towards their team, and of course those crucial points when it comes to the top 4 and for the finals. But let's find out the in-depth, the analysis from those teams. Let's head down to Steve and Ahmed to find out and ask those questions.
All right, thank you very much, Grant. Here we are now, of course, we've been hearing from Team Sochi. Yuri, congratulations for finishing very fast at obstacle number 7. Let's talk about the game plan, the mindset. Was it hard for you? What was going on through your mind?
Yeah, the game plan was to show the best time, but I think that we made some small mistakes, but I hope that still this result will be one of the best ones.
I was watching you guys, and you guys were having fun in there.
Yeah, no fault because we cannot afford to fall. We want to win, so we need to do everything like without big mistakes.
Awesome, Ahmed.
Jordan, what a great start for you at this challenge. Especially, it's very tough, but you did it very nice and very quick. There's a competition between you and the other team on the other side. Have you seen him when you're crashing before you?
No, when we moved, we didn't see anything except the obstacles ahead of us.
We are like in a tunnel because we work only our team and all.
Wish you the best of luck in the upcoming next.
Thank you so much.
Amazing. Spasiba. Dos vidania. All right, there have it. Back to you, Grant.
Thank you, Stephen. Ahmed asking the right questions there. Down in the arena, they're amongst it all. Let's take a look at some of the great moments. You see here the team from Russia, Scotchy. That is the winning moment there. They came through in first. They navigated the best through here. Coming in second was our team from Bristol, the UK. Through the rope, through the next section, number 2 with the deadlift, and then through the final wall. Let's take a look at the highlights from start to finish. It came down to the strategy at the beginning of this obstacle. The right strategy, the right play was what really was important, and we saw two teams, they put a strategy in place. You saw early on the tightness of the rope. It was the team from Bristol went straight to the rope, pulled it back, got the tension, but it was the early leaders here from Scotchy, Russia. They were quick to move through section 1, through the rope and into the deadlift. You can see their top of the screen in the blue. They quickly navigated the deadlift as well. A different technique, I like this, facing towards the pulley system, able to move that ladder as quickly as possible. That what maybe gave them the edge. And then it came down to section number 3, navigating across the wall. You can see both teams, our leading teams, were able to move those ropes quickly as possible. But who did it better? Well, it was our team from Scotchy, Russia, pushing the limits, taking off the seconds, and coming across in first place. Not far behind them, in fact, only by seconds, was our team from Bristol in the UK. They're happy, they're excited. It's round number 1. It's obstacle number 7, brought to you. Hi, right. And moving on, we're looking at the raffle draw later on today. So if you're around here in Festival City, being part of Dubai Games 2026, the raffle draw will take place at 9:15, and the prize is absolutely stunning. It's a beautiful ride to take yourself around the Emirates as you're driving in style here. So make sure you come down to Festival City and be available for the draw at 9:15 p.m. As we've noticed before, we're in the break. We've got 6 minutes for teams to reset, refocus, and then move on to the next obstacle. 5 minutes and 52 seconds here before round number 2, the Battle of the Cities. And of course, we're going to move on to obstacle number 6. This one brought to you by Beyond. Let's go down to the heat, the arena with MC Steve and MC Ahmed for more details on the obstacle.
Thank you very much, Grant. You're awesome as always. Here we are at obstacle number 6, presented by Beyond. Stephen Ahmed, as always, our favorite playground here. Obstacle number 6. So the question is, what happens here? First of all, you got 2 or actually 3 sets of trampolines. So the first one is you got to jump and get a ball from the cylinder in there, collect those balls in a basket, and then traverse the monkey bar out here towards the other side. And then later on, if you're a fan of basketball, well, guess what? There's a little bit of basketball action happening behind us, because once you got all those balls completed up, you got to shoot them to the basket and open a door, which sets you all for the buzzer.
بالتأكيد ستيف. أعزائي المشاهدين، في هذا التحدي بالتحديد تحدي رقم 6 المليء بالمتعة. مستمتعين نحن في هذا الترامبولين الذي دائما مع عودتنا ألعاب دبي بوجوده، ولكن بديفرنت ستايل، بطرق مختلفة. بداية التقاط الكور من على الاسطوانة، ومن ثم التوجه إلى المونكي بار، وعندنا الترامبولين الأخير رمي الكرات على طريقة لعب كرة السلة إلى السلة الموجودة خلف الجدار، وبالتالي يذهب الفريق إلى ضغط الأزرار، أزرار النهاية. Steve, how was the trampoline with you?
I'm really having a good time. If you're watching now all over the world, from where you're from, it doesn't matter. Just come and join us right here in Dubai Festival City. If you like trampoline, balls, basket, and all that good stuff is happening right now at Dubai Games 2026. Grant, you gotta be here, but for now, back to you.
Woo! Thanks, guys. You look like having a lot of fun down there on the tram. I'm a little bit envious. Let's have a look at the obstacle number 6, brought to you by Beyond. the details of what's up and what faces these athletes. Welcome back into Dubai Games 2026, brought to you by DP World. Welcome in down in Dubai Festival City. You can see here people inside the fan zone. It's building up. The vibes are growing. The energy is growing. The heat is growing as we're in the Battle of the Cities, heat number 1. And we're only 3 minutes and 3 seconds away from round number 2. Points matter. Absolutely they matter. You want to get into the top 4, not just the top 4 here in your heat, but the top 4 to take you through to the final for an opportunity, a chance to go for the top honors of champion of champions when it comes to the Battle of the Cities representing. You can see here down on the competition floor, the lane referees taking each of the teams through stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. As Steve Ahmed was saying before, there's a basketball trick at the end. And I can tell you now that you need to be able to get all the balls across, shoot accurately in order to make it through to the end as well. So they'll need to make sure they understand that. Every ball will count, every moment will count. It's going to take aerial stability, control, timing, and hand-eye coordination. It's known as Ball Rush, is obstacle number 6 here, brought to you by Beyond. Talking about round number 2, where are the teams placed at the moment? Well, let's take a look at the leaderboard. With 2 minutes to go before the next round begins, who's got what it takes to get into the top, to make it through to the finals? And we can see there, tight at the top, it's Lisbon, Portugal, leading the way here with bonus points from obstacle number 3, and Lucerne, Switzerland, also there, second place. Tirani from Albania, and then Edinburgh, Scotland. You can see the teams here getting bonus points, which are absolutely vital. There's bonus points on obstacle 4, 3, and 1. As we move into the second portion of this leaderboard, 11 through to 20, still very, very close. Bonus points will matter. In fact, only 6 points separate Ulm from Germany over Tampa from US of A. In fact, we got Bristol, UK there, 26.44, second place in what happened in the round number 1. And all the way through down to Lithuania there, getting points on the board. Remember, there is 7 rounds of action, 7 battles, 7 obstacles to help them qualify for the finals. We're 60 seconds away from the beginning of round number 2. It's obstacle number 6, brought to you by Beyond, and we are here at Dubai Games 2026, powered by DP World. You can see it's an absolute perler of a day, blue skies, and what that means though out here, it does mean the heat comes down onto the arena, and it means nutrition plays a game. They have to stay well hydrated between the break. It's only 30 seconds away. Ball rush. Well, they have to jump, they have to use the tramp to release the balls from the dispenser before moving through the monkey bars, and then, as Stephen Ahmed was saying, it's a blind shot, a basketball shot to open the trapdoor to the buzzers, the 5 buzzers that await. It's 12 seconds to go. The final 10 seconds before we get here underway. Teams assignments are in the top left-hand corner. From UK down to the UAE. Let's get it on. It's round number 2. Is the Battle of the Cities heat number 1. Obstacle number 6, brought to you by Beyond. Straight away there, we've got our team in the pink lane from Uzbekistan, straight onto the tramp, and already bringing balls out of the dispenser. That was a great tip, a great spin, and they look like the very early leaders here as they quickly found out the trampoline. The trick to the trampoline is to get high up on the dispenser and a heavy spin. You can see there in the pink lane, very quick. Also there in the green lane. This is going to be faster, I think, because Lithuania, they're closing in. It's tight, it's close here in the first 60 seconds. See here, team having to navigate across the monkey bars. We've seen the sideways technique. This is the first time I've actually seen an athlete take 3 balls with them across. Every ball is going to be vital because they're going to need those balls to shoot into the basket to open up the trapdoor on the other side of the wall. You see our team here in the orange lane from Bulgaria. They got a hold of the technique, the dispenser. They're moving on quickly to the monkey bars. it is a tight race here in round number 2, Obstacle 6. They've got 10 minutes, but if you ask me, I think they're going to get through here maybe in record time. We will find out. It's super tight, super close. The technique here, only 2 balls from our team from Bulgaria, moving themselves across from Sofia. That's the city they're representing here. Still, it looks like from Tashkent, from Uzbekistan in the pink lane, the closest to us. Looks like they're still in the lead, maybe a very slight lead. It's that tight. They're into section number 2. They need to jump off the tramp, up onto the cargo net, and navigate their way across. You can see a few of the athletes. In fact, it looks like down in the green lane, if I'm not mistaken, Klaipėda from Lithuania, potentially they are in that first spot. It's coming down to just individual athletes. We're only 2 minutes into round number 2. It's obstacle number 6, brought to you by Beyond. The vibes, the heat, the energy is turned up. The heat is absolutely turned up, and we can see down here that is the battle between the pink lane and the green lane. And there we go, it is in the green lane. It is Lithuania from Klaipėda taking those shots quickly. Oh, this is a very good technique, very good strategy. They've got one of the athletes on top of the shoulders. Not sure if that's allowed, but we're about to find out. Very clever, using the tramp. Yes, it's been allowed. Great shot. Another basket there. They need to get enough balls into the basket to bring that down. You can see in the bottom left, right-hand corner, that the more balls they put, this is very accurate. Great strategy, great technique. They have thought about this one. Klaipėda there from Lithuania. You can see Stephen Ahmed cheering them on, and they bounce nice and high. The accuracy from the athletes, and as quickly as that, they are going to have the lead into the final 5 buzzers, quickly sliding through their trapdoor underneath. 5 athletes, 5 buzzers. Oh, inside 4 minutes. Oh my goodness. That was lightning. Wow. Our team in the green, Klaipėda from Lithuania, an astonishing time, going through 3 sections with such accuracy, such control, such timing, but the round is still underway. Down you can see here the second place team so far on this obstacle. It is the team in the pink lane. It is the team from Tashkent, Uzbekistan. They're in second place onto the basketball portion. The orange lane there, to apologize, that's from Sofia, Bulgaria, going for the basket. They'll need to get balls into the basket in order to bring it down. Now, they obviously did not see the team before. They used the extra athletes to look over or peek over the wall to give themselves a little bit more of a strategic advantage there, which is absolutely fantastic. Great thinking from them. We've got teams here from Poland as well in the green lane. They're so fast, they're so quick. I apologize, I think I might have got my teams mixed up. Look how fast this is. We have to say it's very quick here in round number 2. We're not even halfway, and already 3 teams shooting through. Sorry, the second team coming through here in the pink lane. Wow, wowie. Tashkent from Uzbekistan. Really quick through obstacle number 6, brought to you by Beyond. They scooted through with less than half the time required. They've still got 5 minutes and 10 seconds. We've got 2 teams that have already completed obstacle number 6 by Beyond. They've obviously got great aerial stability. They've got great control, went up high. And they've got great shooting skills as well. You can see a bit of a change of technique between the 1 arm and the 2 arms. We can see there on the other side, in the blue lane, still struggling a little bit there with the dispenser. It is, I've tried this one actually, I tried this one a couple of days ago, and it's not as easy as it looks. You've got to just throw yourself into it. You've got to have the confidence to go up high and then to hold on to the dispenser at least from midway or above. We can see there the team from Lithuania doing a great effort. But this is what we talked about a little bit earlier on. You need the balls in the basket in order to lift the trap door, the escape route to get through to your 5 buzzers. And they've taken all their shots, and unfortunately not enough weight inside the basket to lift the trap door. So that will be all she wrote. They'll be stuck at the end of section number 3, stage number 3. just not the accuracy required here to move the South through to the final portion. But wow, we've still got 3 minutes and 47 seconds. A lot of positives to take out of this one. You can see if you can move quickly, you can rack up a lot of points. Still blown away by the speed that our first two teams maneuvered through. We've got our all-ladies team here. Looking to get that height up there, get onto that dispenser. Said it very tricky. You have to really let yourself go off the tramp, and then when you're up there, you've got to use your core, you've got to find your weight balance in order to get some tension behind the dispenser. There we go, just like that one there. To get a bit of momentum, she's going to need a little more height to get a little more strength behind that one. Oh, you can see just the fingertips away. Probably just need another 10 centimeters, but it's easier said than done. I tell you what, it's actually pretty scary jumping up off the tramp up nice and high when you're on the dispenser, because as you've seen from our previous teams before, sometimes when they touch the dispenser, it throws them off, and that's the aerial stability that I was talking about earlier, being able to brace the core, keep the body and the lower body, the weight behind, so that the center of gravity allows them to pull the dispenser and spin to release those balls out of the side. There's 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go here. This is stage number 1. Obstacle number 6 of Beyond. Doing a great job there, working really hard, getting that height on the tramp. They've still got 2 minutes to work their way, and that's what I was talking about there. Just that it can throw you off a little bit. I know how difficult that is. So ladies, doing a good job here just to get there and to move that. Ah, great one. That's what we want. See, that's what you want. You want to get a little higher. The higher you get, the easier it is. It's going to help you maintain your control up in the air, and there you start to see the balls falling out the side of the dispenser. Remember, the more balls they have, the more opportunity they have to bring down the basket, so it's completely up to them. It's part of the strategy. 1 minute 40 seconds. Every stage counts, and there we go. The decision to move forward into the monkey bars. Important to note here that they're not allowed to put the balls into their pockets or under their shirts or anywhere. The athletes must maintain control of the balls using either their limbs, as you can see here, their knees or their ankles. Some of them were using their teeth earlier on as they move their way through. So 2-ball technique here, moving in towards the last 60 seconds. Remember, 2 teams have already finished earlier on. They did an absolute brilliant job getting quickly through these obstacles. And these teams here still working tough, working hard. In Ball Rush, obstacle number 6, brought to you by Beyond. The first 2 balls across the other side of section number 2 from our team from Russell Climate, the UAE. There in the blue lane, and then there we go, the sideways technique. We've seen a few of this throughout the day today, earlier this morning, and in day number 1, day number 2. She can switch there halfway to a forward movement. I think that works out a little bit better for her. Definitely the body weight, be able to push the knees forward to get that momentum. You can see nice quick movements here, one by one. Bit of a different strategy there, not taking any balls with her, but the dismount at the end. Maybe they're thinking of quickly moving through to the basketball. There's 10 seconds here left in round number 2. It is obstacle number 6 of Beyond. The Battle of the Cities is underway here for heat number 1. And it's been an absolute beauty here in round number 2. Big efforts. Huge work rate from all the teams maneuvering their way through the lanes, through each of the section here. It is Ball Rush. It is obstacle number 6, brought to you by Beyond. Well, it was all about control. It was all about stability, hand-eye coordination. And there were a couple of teams that just simply did it better. We're going to soon check in with those teams. I'm going to ask them just exactly what they were thinking as far as where were they going to save those extra seconds, especially on that tramp. Did they allocate a athlete, a player, to go first? Or was it just kind of first in, first serve? Let's go down to Steve and Ahmed in the arena to ask those questions, how they navigated their way through each of the sections. Down to you, Steve and Ahmed.
All right, thank you very much, Grant. Here we go with Charlotte tonight. But first of all, they want to scream something. One team!
One spirit!
All right, you guys were the first one to finish obstacle number 6. Really impressive, very fast. What kind of technique you guys used in there?
Our techniques was to have young in our team. It's our technique.
Young, youth, fresh legs. There you go. Carrying multiple balls at the same time.
Yeah, you know that you break all the records on this one. So I think you guys, you hanging around in the last couple of days to see the technique, the best technique for this. So everything goes smooth. Just tell us about the last obstacle in this one. How did you manage to throw the ball through the basket?
For sure, we help Przemek that we say it too far, too near, and he had a speed response from us.
And who of you carry 5 balls at a time on a monkey bar? Who the one? You?
Yeah, no.
Oh, that was amazing.
Yeah.
The smallest, but the stronger guy.
Exactly. Fresh legs right there. Congratulations. One more time. One team.
One spirit!
All right, back to you, Grant.
Thank you, Stephen Ahmed. You see, that's the trick of the trade here. You can see the team, they got off to a fast flying start. They used the youth to power them through obstacle number 6 here, powered by Beyond. And quickly following in a second place, there's a team from London. We do wonder, it was a very good technique there to get them through on that final section, and that was very, very clever. First time we've seen that technique. We're now in the mid-range. Let's take a look at the highlights from round number 2 and how exactly they did that. We see the team get nice and high, get some power behind the dispenser, and it's still spinning there in the background. The balls came out quickly from the dispenser, and they were able to move on to the monkey bars. The trick, oh, there's a great technique that you saw there. 5 balls, while using the L-sit technique. We just saw it here, we just heard about it. It is about that youth. The strength there, the precision in the shooting is what made the difference. The difference here on obstacle number 6, brought to you by Beyond. And you can see jubilation, celebrations from the team. They were very, very intelligent indeed. And then coming through, the team from London, very, very fast indeed, with most of the time remaining. What highlights, what a start to the day. Only 2 rounds in of Dubai Games 2026, brought to you by DP World. We're moving on to round number 3. It's Obstacle 5, brought to you by Dubai Sports. This obstacle is brought to you by Dubai Sports. It's obstacle number 5. This one's going to take some calm control, some decision making, some balance, and some paddle power. It's known as the 4th. It's obstacle number 5. It's brought to you by Dubai Sports. And it's the calamity, I like to say, when teams have to decide which tree they put their boys on. But it's not just them. The other teams are in the pool with them. They have to place the ball on the trees. But let's take a look at more details. Don't take my word. Let's look at the details for obstacle number 5. There's the details for obstacle number 5 here at Dubai Games 2026. But you know what? I think we need to find out a little more. Maybe some hints, maybe some tips, maybe some tricks required for these teams to navigate their way through the obstacle. The hints, tips, and tricks will come from our MCs who are hot in the action. They're down on the arena. Let's throw down to Steve and Ahmed to let us know what they think the team should be doing.
And tips and tricks. I like that. You know, Grant is just rolling right now in the studio. Well, first of all, here we are at obstacle number 5, presented to you by Dubai Sports. If you love water sports, well, this is for you, because from the very beginning, at the first part of the obstacle, you see some raft and some giant balls. They got to go into water, paddle all around here behind us. All around this narrow passage, and those balls have to be hooked up on the hook trees right about that side. Ahmed, what are you thinking, man?
نعم ستيف، أعزائي المشاهدين لمحبي الرياضات البحرية فهذا التحدي يأتي لكم. السؤال قبل ما نشرح هذا التمرين: من سيكون القبطان؟ من الناخذة الذي سيوصل فريقه إلى بر الأمان بكل سرعة؟ شاهدنا أمواج عالية وتحديات، الفرق كانت سريعة. التجديف هو كلمة السر في البداية، نقل الكرات في الأشجار المعلقة ومن ثم نقل المركب وأعضاء المركب إلى بر الأمان. من سيكون الناخذة؟ من سيكون القبطان؟ هذا ما سنراه في الجولة الثانية يا ستيف.
It's time for some rafting of water action. Grant, you got to come down here, man. A lot of action coming right up, but for now, it's time for obstacle number 5. Back to you.
Thank you, lads. Having so much fun down there, bringing the vibes. I half expected them to be in the raft, actually. Maybe on the next one we'll see that happen. But it is moving through here by round number 2. We're going to have a look at the leaderboard and how it shakes up. It is Lucerne from Switzerland in the top spot with 61.7. They've got both their bonus points on obstacle 4 and 3. Running out the top 4, Lisbon from Portugal, Bobrusk from Belarus, and Oslo from Norway. It is tight at the top. You can see, in fact, all the way down through here, the top 20, there's only about 10 to 15 points in this. And you can see the separator. There is those bonus points. Absolutely vital. If you want to be in the top 4, I think you've got to go for those bonus points. You can see as we go further down the leaderboard, not as many bonus points, but they do make a big difference. Each bonus point is worth 5 points. It is 2 minutes and 15 seconds away from round number 3. Battle of the Cities here. Heat number 1 is Dubai Games 2026, brought and powered by DP World. We're down back in the arena. 2 minutes, and you can see in the top left-hand corner there, the lane assignments and the briefing that is taking place. Given out by our obstacle heads here for this obstacle. It's known as the Force. It's our obstacle head, Michelle Purnell, making sure that the teams understand exactly what's required for them. There is 3 sections, as always, on each of the obstacles. We have, again, one of our all-female teams from Russia taking on the Battle of the Cities in heat number 1. Representing, now I was saying before, calm control, decision making, balance and paddle power. Now why do I say that? Well, the first portion here, section number 1, is all about releasing the buoys away from the lock position. I'll need calm for that. But just as a reminder, here later on this afternoon, down in Festival City at 9:15 p.m, we're giving away a stylish vehicle, BYD. There it is. How good will you look driving around the streets of the Emirates with a brand new car? So make sure you're here down at Festival City for that draw at 9:15. I can see myself driving away in there, but that's not my opportunity. Unfortunately, it is for you to make sure you bring your vibes, your energy down here as the Battle of the Cities continues here for heat number 1. It is a hot afternoon, but I talk about the athletes, I talk about the teams, I talk about the obstacles, the 7 obstacles that stand in their way of the qualifications, the top 4. The prize money, which is $500,000 for first place, but more so, it is about the top honors, and we're only 15 seconds away here. We're about to see the obstacle from Dubai Sports. It is number 5, the Force. Teams are ready, teams are lined up. Let's get it on. And quickly into the rafts, you can see the techniques there. Three players, 3 athletes there in the blue lane, pushing their raft quickly into position down there in the blue lane, making light work. They'll need to unhook the buoy at the same time, so working simultaneously. You can see there in the green, Lucerne from Switzerland in second place, but team from Lisbon, Portugal, quickly off to a flyer. And this is what we talked about, the calamity, the decision making they'll have to make as they come through the gap. There's not much movement, in fact only 1 raft at a time. This is your battle for first place. I know it's only 40 seconds in, but it's between Lucerne and Lisbon. Lisbon with the advantage, they'll get the first decision. Will Lucerne go for the same tree, or will they choose to go to another? I'm not sure what happened there, but Lisbon just going straight past the first tree. Maybe the technique And it looks like the strategy, and I like this, is going to the furthest tree. So they've got 3 buoys, and they've got 4 trees. They must place those buoys on 1 tree. So 1 buoy to 1 tree. They cannot double up. We've got in the background there, so Olm from Germany in the orange as well, doing well. But here we are with our current leaders in round number 3. Only just over 60 seconds through obstacle number 5. Brought to you by Dubai Sports. It's going to be a race. In fact, it looks like Luceren is going to get the advantage going through the tunnel, the water tunnel. As we see Olm from Germany and Vladislav from Russia going through. They've got different techniques. The ladies there going for the first tree. It's going to be very interesting to see which technique will work out for each team. And calm control, I talk about decision making, is going to be vitally important. You can see here the team in green, that's the team from Lucerne. They've already got their second buoy in the raft, and you can see here, now we had a trial with these paddles a little early on. They're actually quite heavy. It's the only thing they're allowed to use, the only part they're allowed to use in order to propel themselves forward. And you see a couple of different techniques here, the double hand on the wide length of the board, or you see the one-handed on the other side. I personally like the one here in the blue lane. We've seen the team, yes, that's right, from Lisbon. They're using the hand on top and the hand to the side. I personally think it's a little bit more effective. But which one do you think is more effective? It's a tight battle. Here is trying to catch up and push away, move away. Great work. And you see, obviously the technique is working for them, using the board, the double hand and the single hand. And the strategy so far for them has been go long first on the first one, go short on the second to come to the closest tree. And we've seen some similarity here from Lisbon as well. That's the battle for first and second. There's a battle going on for third place as well in the orange and pink lanes. We've got teams trying to maneuver the way. It's all about decision making. Make the right decision, you're going to shave seconds off your time. Make the wrong decisions, and it can be the long way around. Scott from Russia and Olm from Germany battling out for that third place, but here in the blue lane it is the battle for first place. Second place from Lisbon, trying to catch up to Lucerne. Lucerne with the advantage, going with the two-person in the raft. We have seen other techniques where other teams decide to go with 3 team members. The strategy here, or the plan here, is to keep the weight down on the raft and just send out two paddlers. I have to say, they're doing a great job. Look at the power, look at the speed of their raft. They've got 1, they've got 2, and it looks like their third buoy is about to go up on the third tree. Quickly hooked up on there. Here, our team from Ulm, Germany, using that paddle kayak technique, I like to say. Trying to get as much surface area of the paddle behind the water and bringing themselves forward. They're battling there for third place. It's the battle at the top, though. In the green, it is Lucerne from Switzerland. They've got mighty mountains around there. Not sure about the lakes, but they're doing very well here in the water. Paddle power. Must be those rivers in the valleys. The kayaking, I know some beautiful areas around Switzerland. I've been there myself, love it. And they've got some great kayaking areas, so I think maybe some technique comes into play. Athletes with different strengths being utilized here, so that's probably why they're in this position. They're in the raft, and you can see they got 1 more buoy. There we go. Great strategy. Switching in the paddlers, switching them out. Now here's a great one as well. You can see here, so what's happened now is that we've got 3 athletes in the raft, and the reason being is because once they've deployed their 4th buoy up onto the tree, they then need to get all the athletes across to the other side. That's the section 3, or stage 3 here in round 3 of Battle of the Cities and obstacle number 5, brought to you by Dubai Sports. So they're taking the extra athlete across. They're going to put the buoy up on the tree, drop off 1 of the, or 2 of the athletes. They'll have to sprint back across the water to pick up the final 2 athletes before they can all maneuver as 5 as a team member, 1 team or 1 spirit here. Dubai Games brought to you by DP World. They've edged out a commanding lead, the team from Switzerland, Lucerne. 1, 2, 3, and it looks like 4, and it's all smiles here from our team from Lisbon. He looks very comfortable indeed. Here in the blue raft. And a little bit of a struggle here from our leaders, our current leaders. So in second place here with 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go. The team from Lisbon, can they catch our team from Lucerne? who will be first across the line. They've really closed the gap. It's really Lisbon closing that gap on Lucerne. Lucerne, though, having a slight edge here, probably about 20 seconds advantage. Going into the final 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Obstacle number 5 brought to you by Dubai Sports. It's known as the Force. It takes calm control, decision-making, balance, and paddle power. And now the final, the third section, the third stage is about paddle power. How fast can he move back to pick up the other athletes? Will they be able to maintain the lead? Or will Lisbon in the blue lane be able to catch up, connect, and maybe pass here during round number 3? Lisbon frantically trying to maneuver themselves into the right position. You can see too much water in the raft, and that's what happens sometimes with a bit of speed. They were leaning against the outside of the rim, pushing the outside of the raft down into the water, and they got a little waterlogged. So they had to quickly maneuver. Great composure in order to remove the water. They're trying to catch up to our leaders. You can see there actually in the green raft, you can see a bit of maintenance work, a bit of rescue work being done from the team. There, Lucerne thinking about it. They'll have to be careful because their raft is getting waterlogged, but now here is the battle. The two teams come together, first and second. And it looks like it is Lucerne clear through the gap. They've only got meters to go. It's still Lisbon. They'll do everything they can to try and catch up. They've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds to finish here. Obstacle number 5, Dubai Sports. Brought to you by Ulm, and in the background there from Russia, our ladies team. They are definitely working hard. They're closing the gap on our leaders, but here it is. It is your leaders here on obstacle number 5 by Dubai Sports. The final meters towards that finish line. 5 members they're going to need to go down and hit those 5 buzzers with 2 minutes to go. They did in quick succession with over 2 minutes to go. Great effort, excellent work rate, and big smiles all around. The deserved win there with a great technique and the right strategy here. If the Force at obstacle number 5 by Dubai Sports, and the team from Lisbon coming through as well. Very good technique. You see lots of power. Remember, they took a few seconds to empty out the raft, and you can see how challenging that is. The paddlers there leaning against the front, which means that's where the water is coming in. And the third athlete trying to lean back, trying to keep the balance of the raft. But they're doing very, very well. They've got 90 seconds to get down to the buzzers. No more mistakes. Great work. 5 players out of the raft, tumbling, rolling down the stairs. 5 buzzers with just over a minute to spare here. Great time by our team from Lisbon. They've battled for first and second all the way through obstacle number 5. Doing a great job. And we have a look here in the orange and pink lane. 2 teams with all to play for with 1 minute to go. They want to keep working their way. Use that paddle power to get them to the other side. Ulm from Germany. You can see the rescue mission taking place again. The athlete there trying to bail out the water using the 2 hands, the single hands, while the other 2 athletes are using those boards to get momentum, to get speed across the other side. They've got 40 seconds here at obstacle number 5, brought to you by Dubai Sports. Battle of the Cities, heat number 1, round number 3 as part of Dubai Game 2026. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 athletes on the other side. The buzzer is struck. Well done with 20 seconds to spare. Our team from Ulm and Germany. What a brilliant effort. Again, all these teams putting in the work rate needed, making the right decisions. You can see down here the last tree. They actually need to go to the other tree. Ladies, turn around the other side. 3 seconds to go. They've decided. So close. So close. Well, it's been an intense 10 minutes here in the Battle of the Cities on round number 3. We've got Stephen Ahmed down there amongst the action to ask those questions, the tips. What was it when it comes to the raft? How were they able to move so fast?
All right, thank you very much, Grant. Here we go. Tim Luzer, first of all, you guys finished fastest in his obstacle. Let's talk about your teamwork, the strategy, your techniques. What was going on there?
Oh, it was tough. I don't understand your question right.
Okay. What was the strategy going into obstacle number 5?
So we wanted to bring the last one in the
Towards the end part, yeah.
Area, in the widest area. And then let the person there and between full gas.
Do you think rafting actually from point A to point B was the hardest part?
No.
All right, my man, Ahmed.
Okay, I can see, guys, your city is located by the sea. I think that gives you an advance to give a nice performance. Is that right?
Ich habe die Frage nicht verstanden.
I can't thinking. I can't.
It was too tough for interview. So sorry.
It's all right, but you guys had a good time.
Oh yes, of course.
Let's all say one team, one spirit. One
team,
one spirit! Back to you, Grant.
Thank you, Stephen Ahmed, bringing the vibes, asking the right questions, and you can see here in our best moments, it was the strategy at the start. They decided to go for the far tree, and it absolutely paid off. Look at the celebrations, the smiles, the jubilation here from the athletes. They deserve that win in a fast and rapid time. Coming through there in second moment, another great moment for our team from Lisbon. The big waves of Portugal, they say. Well done to the teams as they maneuvered through obstacle number 5, the Force. Let's take a look at the whole obstacle brought to you by Dubai Sports. It started off with the decision to go to the end of the pool. It pays out to be the right decision as well. Both teams from Lisbon and from Lissarin making their way to the far side, putting the first buoy on, and then from there it was just the buoy by buoy, tree by tree. They started etching further and further away. The paddle technique, well, it came into play. They knew exactly what to do. They knew how to do it. And as a team, they worked with 2 paddles. They rotated. They kept the speed up. And a salute there as they're making their way back towards the far end. Remember, 3 sections. First of all, dismount the buoy. Then put the buoy on the trees. And then section number 3, all 5 members across and down to hit those buzzers and cross the line. You're tuned into Dubai Games 2026. This is obstacle number 4, brought to you by Uni Labs. What stands before our athletes here? Obstacle number 4, known as the bulldozer. Well, bulldozer, I should say. Excuse me. It's steady hands, carry coordination, and leg drive. What do I mean by that? Well, we're going to find out. It's 3 sections. They'll have to construct the house of cards layer by layer. They'll have to add the stretchered weight, the heavy stretchers onto the sled, and they'll have to maneuver that sled up the steep slope all the way to the top. But to know more, to find out details, let's take a deeper look with obstacle number 4 by Unilabs.
All right, here we go now, of course, at obstacle number 4, presented to you by Unilabs, Stephen Ahmed. Now, this obstacle is all about leg power and just pushing force. If your team has it down, guess what? You might excel in it, maybe not, maybe yes, we're going to find out. This is all about raw power and pure strength.
أعزائي المشاهدين، نقف أنا وستيف على هذه العربة، وهذه العربة هي كلمة السر وكلمة التحدي. في هذه العربة سوف يدفع الفريق أكثر من 200 كيلو جرام إلى القمة بمسافة 30 متر وربما أكثر. في كل 10 مترات سوف يتم زيادة الوزن، وهنالك نقاط إضافية. إذا كنت ترغب بإضافة نقاط إضافية فيجب عليك زيادة الوزن الطبيعي في هذه العربة، يعني أكثر من 200 كيلو يجب إضافتهم حتى تحصل على الإضافة أو النقاط الإضافية. وإذا أكثر, if you want more points, Steve, we have to be on the sled.
Yeah, exactly, got to keep on pushing it up top. Like what we said earlier, it's all about power, force, and who wants it more. This is obstacle number 4, Dubai Games 2026. Back to you, Grant.
Thank you, Steve and Ahmed, taking us through the details here for Obstacle 4, brought to you by Uni Labs. The lads are having such a good time there, interacting with the teams, giving some tips and hints on how to best navigate each of these obstacles. Well, we're into the next round, and what's important, it's the leaderboard. Here we can see new leaders on top. Bob Rusk from Belarus, they're in the lead with 79.8 points. They've got 2 bonus points on 4 and 3, and they're leading Lucerine, who just seen here from Switzerland, Oslo from Norway, Lisbon from Portugal, who we also just saw there in the top 4. Those are the 4 positions that teams want. We take a look through here from 11 through to 20. Again, bonus points making the difference. But you can see from top in the 11th to 20th, it's 68 points versus 56. So there is a lot of points out there, a lot of points on offer. We look through here, 21 through to 28 teams still racking up points, still moving closer towards a top 4 position and potentially a final 4 on Championship Sunday. 2 minutes and 50 seconds away as we look over the harbour here down in Festival City. Dubai Games 2026, powered by DP World. You can see Karen Balbaki there, the obstacle head, informing our teams from Tirana, Albania there. Just a couple of questions coming from them. You can see I love what's going on here. Just a nice calm before the storm. We can see here some detailed instructions as well. Just identifying where potentially they can maneuver ahead or where they're about to save some time. Some lifting techniques perhaps. As we heard from down on the arena floor from Steve and Ahmed earlier, this is an opportunity for bonus points. Now, bonus points are vital. You can see all our top teams, especially here on obstacle number 4, gaining those bonus points. The butterfly effect, as they say, going on there. But those points are really vital. Now, how do they get those bonus points? Well, you'll see here, once they've put up the first layer of the House of Cards, they'll then need to maneuver the sled, or the stretcher I should say, onto the sled. Now they have a choice. You can see here in shot down beside those stretchers is canisters of water. Now the extra weight, they'll need to place that in the center. It's important to note that once they make the decision to add the extra weight, they cannot take the weight off. Well, there's 2 decisions to make. One is, well, you need bonus points, so it's really go for gold. It's make it or break it. And you have to say all these teams will have to go for those bonuses. So putting those canisters on the stretcher, then putting that stretcher onto the sled. You can see there, it's about 30 meters from bottom to top. It's on an angle. It's on the uphill. There's 1 minute and 10 seconds to go here before the start of this round here at Dubai Games 2026, brought to you by DP World. The Battle of the Cities, represented from around the world. It is 56 teams competing for those 4 spots in the finals. There's 28 teams here on this heat number 1. But in this round, we've got 4 teams on obstacle number 4, known as the Bulldozer, and you can see exactly why. The final instructions being given by the coaches, by the referees, the last questions answered, and I like this. You see a bit of calm with 30 seconds to go. The first section here is those cards you can see down on the floor just at the bottom of the stairs. Those cards are ones that matter first. It's going to take control. It's going to take a steady hand. It is 15 seconds to go before the start of the round. The start of obstacle number 4, brought to you by Unilabs. You're here in Dubai Festival City as Dubai Games 2026, powered by DP World, gets underway with a new round. Are you ready?
2, 1.
Let's go. And as you can hear in the background there, it's game time, as Steve and Ahmed have said before. Obstacle number 4 by Unilabs. The first portion of this, they need to construct their house of cards. Now, stability is going to be the key, and stability comes with a steady hand. So how steady are the hands of our athletes? We're into round number 4, and you can see early all the teams here finding themselves into a position around the clock. You see there in the pink lane, quickly maneuvering, and they're going for the bonus points. Good decision there. That's our team. Roos from Denmark in the pink, or they've got the blue shirts on, but they are in the pink lane. They're quickly making their way. They made the decision. They're going to move that stretcher up to the top, and they're in second place. It's a tight battle between our teams in the green lane and in the orange lane. The team from Paris and the team from Amsterdam. That was fast movement there by our Denmark team. Roos quickly and easily pushing that sled up to that first position. On the other hand, here in the green lane, we've got a little bit of difficulty going on, unable to push or pull. We're going to try and pull that sled up to that first position, but calm thinking got them behind the sled. That's much better, using the lower limbs to power their legs forward, as we heard earlier on. That was a great tip and a great hint there. The team from Amsterdam in the green lane, using the power of the legs. We saw this on earlier heats that athletes are not allowed to go through the sled. They must go around the sled. So it's all about maneuvering with technique, with precision, not just carrying heavy weight. Those are very, very heavy weights as well. There's a couple hundred kilos there. That's why they need 4 team members to make it happen. And it's a super tight competition. You can see across the board, all the teams vying for a position. We're only 2 minutes into obstacle number 4, brought to you by Unilabs. It's round number 4, and there's 4 teams on the lanes. You can see here, Aros from Denmark moving their sled into the second position. They're in the lead. They've got a handy lead, in fact. I'd say probably about 15 to 20 seconds. Here in the green lane, it is our second place team from Amsterdam, the Netherlands. And that's how it works. Section 1, you build a layer of your cards, and then you put the weight in the sled, you move the weight. Then you go to section number 2, you repeat that, but the tower of cards is higher, the weight is further up the hill, and the weight is heavier. So our team from Amsterdam maneuvering must be very, very close. Yes, they are getting close behind the leading, catching. Now they're trying to catch up there to our leaders from Aarhus there from Denmark, and directly behind them in that third position, vying for top honors and top spots there in the orange lane. Our team from Paris, from France, working. It is a tight battle here, very tight indeed. We talked about pedal power before, now we're talking about power in the legs. It's all about the leg drive. The higher up they are, the heavier the weight is. And we're seeing from the team in pink, man, they are doing an absolute power demonstration here, getting down low. You can see the hook technique. Probably needs to drop his hips down to help get that low center of gravity. But they are powering towards the top. Aris from Denmark, they look the strongest. They've gone through section 1, section 2, and now section 3. They're only meters away, centimeters away from the top, and they're going to do this under 4 minutes perhaps. 5 team members, 5 players, 5 buzzers. Time for them. 3 minutes 55 seconds unofficially here on Obstacle 4, brought to you by Unilabs. They've got the power, the drive in the legs. They've got the right strategy here for Obstacle number 4. Wow, that was lightning speed. In fact, when we look back upon the other teams, they are a long way ahead. But it's a battle for second that's taking place in the middle of the arena. Green, it looks like Green will look to take over second spot. That's right there from the team from Amsterdam. Strong finish, 10 meters remaining for them. Paris trying to close them down, but it looks like the team from Amsterdam driving away from this, powering away from this, getting to the top. 5 athletes, there you go. Brilliant work, finishing with a solid time as well. In fact, under 5 minutes it took them, the team from Amsterdam, and that was second place. So you're seeing how strong these teams are from around the world. Team Paddy coming in, maybe they can sneak in under that 5 minute mark as well. A low drive, a long drive through the legs. They're just going to finish just over 5 minutes in a solid third place position there for our team from Paris. So 3 strong finishes, 4 strong finishes. In fact, they're coming up. Our team from Tirani, from Albania there, looking to low drive, get through this third and final portion. Again, they're going for the extra bonus points, the 5 points that are essential if you want to make it into the top 4. See a little bit a different technique there, the turnaround, the using of the glutes a little bit more, digging the heels in. One of the athletes, and you can see a bit of a rugby technique there as well, using the bind technique that is used in scrums in the game of rugby. And 4 teams, lightning quick, strong and powerful. The team from Albania finishing there just under 6 minutes. Great time from them, very strong indeed. All teams finishing here very quickly. All teams getting those 5 bonus points. Those 5 crucial bonus points here on obstacle number 4. Powered and brought to you by Uni Labs. Well, I knew we were in for a spectacle. I knew we were in for a quick time. I didn't quite expect it to be that quick, but well done. It shows how steady the hands are. It shows how coordinated they are on the carries. And it shows how powerful they are on the leg drive. It's easy to say from up here in the commentary box, but it's about understanding what's going on down there through the minds of our athletes. It's understanding their strategy they were using to keep a steady hand, to carry that stretcher onto the sled, and then what they were doing to drive power behind the sled to positions 1, 2, and 3. Wow. Absolutely amazing efforts here from all teams from around the world. It was our teams from Tirani from Albania, the Netherlands, Denmark, and France. But we're going to head down. We're going to find out what it was that made the separation here from our teams. What was the winning moment? Let's go down and find out with Steve and Ahmed.
All right, thank you very much, Grant. Here we go. We got Team Arus. How you guys feeling? Amazing. All right, my first question is, all of you have the same haircut and hairstyle. Why is that?
Like, it looks cool. It doesn't need any more reason than that.
Well, there you go. Y'all look really cool. Let's talk about teamwork. You finished pretty fast. What was the strategy in here?
Teamwork. We work amazing together.
Follow the plan all the way.
All right, Ahmed.
Okay, something also it's for real teamwork, but something else, guys. You got a very strength, very powerful teamwork. So what do you guys eat for this protein? Or what kind of food you eat?
A lot of cake.
Yeah. A lot of hummus. We love hummus.
A lot of hummus.
Crazy. Yeah, best hummus ever.
Well, you know what? One team, one spirit, as always. One team,
one spirit.
That's it, Grant.
Thank you, Stephen Ahmed. That looks like the trick of the trade. Special hummus. I'll have to ask them what exactly that was. You can see fans there cheering on the athletes. It was an electric round. It was an exciting round here on obstacle number 4. But what were the best moments? Well, let's take a look at those great moments, the many moments that happened here. And that powerful hummus that made the team from Denmark, Arus, so good, so quick, so powerful, and so fast. You can see they got down low, they drove the legs, the power came through. As one team, they moved together for a fast and lightning time, under 5 minutes. And then we got our second place team coming through quickly. Also, the team here on screen is from Paris. They finished in 3rd place. Our Tirani team from Albania, they came through in a fast time as well, finishing 4th here. And all teams put it in the effort. They knew the game plan. They knew exactly what it took. Let's head on down into the arena, back with Steve and Ahmed.
All right, thank you very much, Grant. Here we go now with the Dutchie, of course, from Amsterdam. How you guys feeling? I know you're so relaxed, chilling, sitting down there, having a good time.
Yes, it was a very nice challenge. Very lovely how we worked all together to get even the bonus on top. It was exhausting, but it was well worth it.
Which for you was the hardest part of the obstacle?
Carrying. Keeping the rest motivated to push as hard as they can, and we succeeded.
All right.
I know you decide with the team to carry the bonus, which is make it more tough for you guys. But since you add the maximum weight, how did you feel? Did you ask yourself why I do this? Or
you should ask my legs because they're done. They need some recovery right now.
You need that, and you need more. There are more obstacles to win. So how are you gonna manage that?
Just sip some water, enjoy the view, and keep your focus on the next obstacles.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Awesome. Sir. Thank you very much, Team Amsterdam. One team. Back to you, Grant.
Thank you, Stephen Ahmed. One team, one spirit. That's the trick. That is the key to success here, using those legs, and they are exhausted. So we're going to take a look at the highlights from this round here, this obstacle. As we can see, power was the key. You can see that their early days, their strategy was what were they going to do? How are they going to keep a steady hand? We see our team from Paris there in the black and our team from Amsterdam in the grey. But it's our team from Arus that were leading the way from start to finish. They were talking about leg drive. They were talking about working stronger together. They were able to move the sled, they were able to move the stretchers nice and quick. But the key, I think, for them came down to the strategy they used for a steady hand on those house of cards. A powerful team with a powerful motive to move that sled to the top and take out this round here on this obstacle. The strength combined with the coordination and the timing, absolutely top for that team. You see Amsterdam there coming through in second place. Every team here collecting the bonus, those vital 5 points. And if any other team is listening in, it's all about those leg drives, all about the power from down in the lower body. Fast time set here in the Battle of the Cities in heat number 1. We're through round number 4. And of course, reminder, make sure you join us down here in Festival City for our raffle draw at 9:15 p.m. You could be driving away in a stylish vehicle, looking good, driving around the Emirates. But of course, that's not the only reason to come on down and join us. We've got energy, we've got people, we've got athletes challenging themselves. The thrills, the spills, the emotions here at Dubai Games 2026, powered by DP World. As we are here in the break, in the Battle of the Cities, heat number 1, 7 minutes and 50 seconds still to go. The speed of which those teams finished the last obstacle allows them to have a little bit more of a chill or a break here between the obstacles. You can see teams potentially in later heats taking a look at the competition, trying to find a few extra tips or strategies that are successful for some of these teams. As we move on to the next obstacle, it's obstacle number 3. It's known as the Grip. It's powered by Al Gurg Group, and we're going to find out what it is, what it's going to take to be top of the table when it comes to obstacle number 3. In my mind, it's going to take a bit of strength from crawling. These are the skills you'll need: climbing, crawling, stick control, and team communication. You can see there on the left-hand side, it is the chopstick or the matchstick tower. We've been given 2 different names. Lots of communication required, a calm, steady hand. But to find out a little bit more and to get those hints, those tips and tricks from the athletes, the guys with the insights on the arena floor, let's go down and talk to Steve and Ahmed.
All right, my man. Thank you, Grant. So here we go to obstacle number 3. Of course, this is presented by Al Gurg Group. Now, this obstacle is all about crawling, jumping over the fence too, and some chopstick skills like what I'm holding right now. It's not Aquaman staff. It's more like you're tooling on to get some cubes. It's a great obstacle. It's going to test a lot of your cardio, a lot of leg power, and also a lot of your arm strength. Ahmed, what are you thinking, man?
Steve, I'm having a good time here on the top. أعزائي المشاهدين، هذا هو الشوبستيك تاور الخاص بمحبين السوشي. بالشوبستيك اللي موجود مع ستيف يجب إخراج الكرات من هذا الشبك وإلى الأعلى ورمي الكرة الصغيرة. الكرة الصغيرة يجب على جميع الفرق رميها من الأعلى، فيما يخص الكرة الكبيرة التي تضيف 5 نقاط إضافية للفريق في حال أخرج الكرة الكبيرة أو المكعب الكبير. إذن الوجبة الدسمة 5 نقاط إضافية. ستيف?
It's a big promise to everybody. They're going to love this obstacle because, like what he said, did you say sushi earlier?
Yeah, the big sushi give you with 5 points, Steve.
I would love to eat some sushi today, but for now, back to you, Grant. Sushi time.
Welcome back into Dubai Games 2026, brought to you by DP World. Well, we're halfway through the second half of the evening, and our leaderboard tells the picture of what's taken place. Aarhus from Denmark there, just under that century of points. They've got bonus points. They're in the top, and they're in the lead so far here in heat number 1. Closely followed by Tirani from Albania, Bob Ruski from Belarus, and Lucerine from Switzerland. Those are our current top 4s, but vying for those positions are the remainder of our teams from all around the world. They're collecting these bonus points like delicious cookies, it seems. Bonus points on obstacle number 4, bonus points on obstacle number 3, and if you can, bonus points on obstacle number 1, which is absolutely a tricky one. Here we have a look at the mid part of the table from 11 through to 21. Is Tampa from the USA here in the 11th position. London, United Kingdom, close is the call. Only 15 points separates 11 through to 20. So points are absolutely vital. And here on the third page, we've got our teams from 21 to 28 still vying for those top positions. And you can see there, bonus points, absolutely vital. 3 minutes and 14 seconds to go here. It is the Battle of the Cities. It is the first heat here to compete, to push and to go for those top 4 positions. We're going to head down and see the briefing here on obstacle number 3, brought to you by our group known as The Grip, and our obstacle head Michael Jordan giving our teams the instructions, the clarity they need, and the questions being answered by our referees as well. As always, all obstacles divided into 3 sections, and they must complete each section or each stage before moving on to the next. Early celebrations from our team there in the blue lane, in the blue shirts at the same time there. Buenos Aires, always excitement. They'll be happy to be wearing the blue as well. And a bit of coaching also from the side in the fan area, the fan base. Yeah, they're enjoying themselves. Remember, come on down and join us here at Dubai Festival City as the vibes, the energy and the crowd keeps building throughout the afternoon. Remember, a little bit later on, we'll have heat number 2 from the Battle of the Cities here at Dubai Games 2026 of Dubai DP World. So we've got 2 minutes now before we get underway with our next round. And you can see here, obstacle number 3 on the left-hand side is the chopstick. We're going to go with chopstick tower, where all teams will need to work together to move the block or the cube up the tower through the hole at the very top. And if they want the extra 5 points, they're going to need the extra 5 points if they get into that top 4. They're going to have to maneuver the second block up as well. It's a little bit bigger, and that one has to go out over the top. So will teams decide to go for the bonus point? Will they want to go for the speed and get the extra points given when you finish faster? We're about to find out. We wonder what the strategy is. And another couple of key points, pun on pun there, they'll need the key. You can see the dice, the pizza, the wheel, or maybe the sushi, as Ahmed said earlier on before. There's a key inside that maze wheel. They'll need to work together to release that key, and that will be their ticket to the golden buzzers, I'm going to say, down at the other end. 45 seconds away here. It is obstacle number 3, brought to you by our group. The first section there is over the walls, maneuver their way through to Chopstick Tower. They'll have to come back, they'll have to get the key, they'll have to keep maneuvering their way through. It's 30 seconds to go here. We're building in anticipation to the start of this. Who will have the right strategy? Who will crumble under pressure, or who will stand up to the moment? It is Dubai Games 2026, brought to you by DP World. It's the Battle of the City. It's heat number 1. Qualifying positions up for grabs here. They'll need to be working hard. 56 teams from around the world, 56 different cities taking on obstacle number 3, the grip by our group. Here we go. Straight away, it's fast. Very fast. And you'll see here the first wall quickly into position. The 2 grounders putting the top athletes over. Now when they get to the top, if they've got more than 60 kilos, the wall will drop down, making it a little bit easier. They'll then have to scurry through the tunnel one by one before moving on to the second wall. And for that wall, they'll need to put 120 kgs on top of the wall to bring that wall down and make it a little bit easier. But there is a tight battle already amongst the teams That's right, up in the far lane in the pink. It is the team from Uzbekistan, Tashkent. They're first ones to the chopstick tower. Now, as you can see, 3 different levels. So the first athlete there picks up the block, the cube, hands it up to the second level, where there's 2 athletes, one on either side, and they'll have to work together, talk, and maneuver that cube all the way up and then through that little opening on the front side here, or the near side of our tower. You can see here as well, our team in the orange from Sofia from Bulgaria. Now the holes go all the way through the cube, so if you just saw there, if you get it wrong, the cube is actually going to slide back down to the reposition. It's a tricky one here. You have to keep your cool, keep your calm. And you can see here in the blue lane, our team from Buenos Aires, Argentina, struggling with the first level. She needs to get that one up to her teammates on the second level. Looks like it's a very tight competition there on blue, orange, and pink. We've got the team there in the green coming through as well. Kapedia from Lithuania working their way over the wall. That's our team here in the pink. Oh, that was a big throw. You can see there. A lot of power in that throw. Now they're making their way back down the course. Remember, that's the 120 kilo wall. So once they've got some weight on there, it comes down. It makes it easier for those remaining contestants to make their way back down. Quickly making light work. Fantastic aerial shot here up the top. Tashkent from Uzbekistan being represented over the 60 kilo wall, and then they'll start to work together. And this is all about communication. Referee there making sure that all members are through before they can begin. So we got athletes at the start. I like this. Calm, calm, calm. Take a breath. We're 2 minutes and 30 seconds into round number 5. Obstacle number 3 brought to you by Al Gurg Group. And it's going to take big arm signals coordination. You can see there on the bottom left or the side there, the little cogs that help turn the big wheel. Now, if you can see closer, you'll see the key inside. It's in the center at the moment. And they'll need to move it clockwise, anti-clockwise, to find the little gaps to bring the ball down with the key. The key is well, that's the key, really. It's the essential part of the puzzle here for our teams. And Tashkent is in the lead currently here in the pink lane. Got the orange shirts on. Having a little trouble though with their communication, giving an opportunity for other teams to catch up. You can see here on the right hand side on the screen there, other teams still working their way through the matchbox in the blue lane. They've got one of their cubes up near the top, so apparently potentially Buenos Aires in second position. Here on the left hand side, oh, the big flick, sending that bonus point cube up over the top, and they're able to move back down. That's our team from Sofia from Bulgaria making their way back down to where our team from Tashkent are trying to make easy work of the maze, or the sushi as Ahmed was talking about before, but it looks like it's much harder than you can imagine. So this side we can see on the left hand, there's one rotation or one cog that needs to be turned, and on the other side, because it's so heavy, you've got 2 athletes that need to turn this clockwise or anti-clockwise to be able to maneuver the ball. Looks like the technique is leave the instructions to one, while the other ones try to listen. They're using some big visual cues to get the right direction, and then some verbals to back it up. And you can see that on the right, fantastic aerial shot in the orange lane, coming back down the other side. It's Sofia from Bulgaria, and just as they arrive at the maze, circular maze, it's our team from Tashkent from Uzbekistan making their way back down the course. It's only 4 minutes 50 into this race, and they are already flying on the way back down towards those 5 buzzers. They've got the keys that unlock those 5 buzzers. The 5 athletes up and over the 120 kg wall. They're now only meters away. They must move together. The referee making sure of that. And it's here in the pink lane. 5 teams, 5 players, and they've pushed and made time just over 5 minutes unofficially. Very quick there. Well worked together, the team from Uzbekistan. Tashkent being represented strongly here on obstacle number 3, brought to you by Al Gurg Group. Plenty of time remaining though there for our other teams, who will be in second place here. Well, it's a battle currently between the team in the blue from Buenos Aires and the team in the orange lane from Sofia. It's about communication. It's about bringing the key down through the maze to release the key and then that final sprint up to the other end, where they will need to unlock the buzzers and call time on their event. Remember, this one has the bonus points. They've got the cube out over the chopstick tower. That's what counts. That's the bonus points, the 5 points that are absolutely vital. And as they maneuver their way here, it's going to be a quick one. It's Sofia there in the orange lane, making their way back down. They've got a bit of an advantage for that second spot. Remember, not just against these teams here, but other teams throughout Heat 1 and Heat 2. Sofia there, the team from Sofia, quickly moving through the tunnel. Now onto the 120 kg wall. They put the weight on, and you can see there, the wall comes down. Great work as a team. Dropping down on the other side. The moments away, the meters away from those buzzers. Where is the key? Who has it? In the pocket it's pulled on out. They have to wait. Referee making sure it's unlocked, and great effort there from the team of Sofia, calling time just under 7 minutes, around 6 minutes and 49 seconds unofficially here during round 5 of obstacle number 3, brought to you by the Algerg group. And it's the third place team from Buenos Aires here in the blue lane. They're quickly making their way home as well. Just under 3 minutes to go. So all teams doing a fantastic job here through this obstacle. It's about technique, it's about strategy, and all teams have the mind to work their way through. Over the final wall, the Buenos Aires team goes, looking for those final meters. Remember, they must move as a team. 2 minutes 32, so comfortably they'll make their way across and get down to the buzzers. And the referee making sure the keys are there. The keys are unlocked, the buzzers are hit, and the celebration begins there for our Buenos Aires team. They coming through here in this heat in third position. We've still got one more team out on the competition field. And they're just working their way, releasing that key. The third section, the communication section here as a team. Again, moments away, there we go.
2 minutes.
The team has the key in hand. Now all they've got to do is make their way back down the lane. The team from Klaipėda, Lithuania, getting up onto the 60 kilo wall. You can see now the wall starts to fall, makes it a little bit easier for the remaining athletes. In fact, just there for a moment there, the ladies who were leading against the wall, they are actually holding the wall up, so they released that. It came on down, made it a little bit easier, which is what counts. There's only 90 seconds to go here. Plenty of time for these ladies. I don't want to jinx it, but they're looking strong to finish this one within the time cap, put extra valuable points, and move their way closer to potentially a top 4 position. It is the Battle of the Cities. It is heat number 1 here in obstacle number 3, brought to you by Algerg Group. The team from Klaipėda, they're going through the tunnel. They've only got one more wall. They've got 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. They're making it close. Oh, they're putting the pressure on. Will they make it? I'm sure they will. I hope they will. There's only one more wall to get over. It's the big one. It's the 120 kilos wall. They can get 2 athletes up there. It'll descend it down, making it easier to climb, making it easier and quick to get over. Only 43 seconds here remaining in round number 5. 2 athletes on. The wall starts to come down. It's a little bit easier. It's getting tight. It's getting tense. We want this team across the line. The team from Lithuania. The team from Klaipėda there with seconds remaining, 25 seconds. They need their 5th athlete up and over the wall. It's going to be a sprint. It's going to be tight. It's going to be close. They're all on top. They've got 18 seconds to make it to the buzzers. The referee is waiting. Quickly, ladies. It's only 10 more seconds. They need to put the key in. They're looking good. The key in position. The referee says yes, and they've done it with time to spare. Well done. Fantastic effort there from our ladies from Klaipėda there from Lithuania. They came, they climbed, they conquered here. And standing by with our leading teams here on obstacle, we're going down to find out how they did it with Steve and Ahmed.
Thank you, Grant. Here we go with Team Tashkent finishing earlier right here. All right, did you have fun?
Yeah!
1, 2,
1 team!
One more time. 1, 2,
1 team!
Woo! Load of energy. Back to you, Grant.
There we go, the team from Tashkent doing an absolute fantastic job, moving their way quickly through obstacle number 3, brought to you by the Alger Group. They had a plan, they put that plan into action, and they did absolutely fantastic. Let's take a look at the best moments that happened here. The Tashkent team coming through quickly, hitting those buzzers. We saw here the team from Sofia had to put the key in first before they were allowed to hit their buzzers. It is that winning feeling. And also you can see the celebration from Buenos Aires as they hit those buzzers to call time on that obstacle. During that round, they're pumped, they're using the arms, and our ladies coming through from Lithuania fast and in the time. That all of that matters, and those are 4 winning moments for 4 fantastic teams. Let's take a look at the highlights of round number 5 here. On the obstacle, it got off to a fast start, up and over the walls, and then onto the chopstick tower. You can see the plan, the strategy was to quickly get into position. The first athlete on the bottom, maneuvering that cube up to level number 2. And then we see the new strategy here from this Tashkent team, literally putting power behind the chopstick, throwing that bonus cube out over the top, quickly making their way back, very skillfully moving their way over those walls. And then good clean communication here that helped them maneuver the key through that circular maze. See a nice close shot there, and then a sprint back to the final 5 buzzers. That's what it's all about. It's about getting there quickly. Speed is the name of the game. The more time remaining, the more points the team gets. And our team from Tashkent doing an absolute wonderful job there. Hands off, hands up, and celebrations there from the team. It continued. Our team from Sofia very fast as well, coming through, putting the key into position, able to find extra time, and then beating out the team from Buenos Aires there. Buenos Aires finishing in 3rd place. And then all 4, as I said, all 4 teams crossing the line, doing a brilliant effort within the time cap, adding more points to their tally, and hopefully getting them closer to a top 4 position. We're going to take a look now at obstacle number 2, brought to you by Denmark. To do this, we're going to go down into the arena where the heat and the vibes are there. Steve, Ahmed, how is it there? What's coming up, mate?
All right, thank you very much. Here we go. And obstacle number 2 presented to you by Demac. You know what? This obstacle is all about just raw leg power. Because imagine you're standing on a slippery slope trying to get on top with some sandbags on, after which you're going to go beat some zipline action. It's a lot of physicality going on. You got to be really mentally and physically conditioned for this.
نعم أعزائي المشاهدين، أنا وستيف نحاول نعمل البالانس اللي لازم الفرق تعملها على هذا الميزان. 21 حقيبة ساند باج وزنها 15 أو 21 كيلو لكل حقيبة. 21 كيلو كيف راح تقسمها وتخلي هذا الميزان متساوي لمدة 5 ثواني؟ خلينا نشوف كيف راح يعملها الفرق في هذا التحدي. ستيف.
All right, here we go. It's game time.
There we are, the details for obstacle number 2, brought to you by Denmark here at the Dubai Games 2026 down in Festival City. You can see there on the competition floor, the team's been briefed by the head of the obstacle, Caitlin Benstead, making sure teams understand exactly what they need to do in order to progress through each section, each stage here on this obstacle in this new round in the Battle of the Cities Heat number 1. As we heard, as Steve and Ahmed there enjoying the seesaw at the end of this obstacle, that's section number 3. This one will take a little bit of balance and stability, but let's try and listen in and see what we can hear, the advice and techniques required. So while the athletes there go through their briefing, let's take a look at how the table stands. Our leaderboard for today here in the Battle of the Cities, heat number 1. It's Aris from Denmark standing atop with Skotchi very, very close in second place from Russia. It's Bob Rusk from Belarus in third, and that fourth position, Le Serene from Switzerland. That's our top 4 here, and out of our top 10, and you can see there's only about 14 points, the separation going through from 11 through to 20. Many more bonus points, especially on obstacle 4 and obstacle 3. Again, only about 15 points separates Tampa from the USA and Sofia, who we just saw, from Bulgaria. And it's only a small point spread as well from Ivana, Bulgaria, to Klaipeda there from Lithuania, who we also saw there. They're rounding out our top 28 here. The leaderboard is stacked with opportunities. The obstacles, the opportunities that lay before our athletes here at Dubai Games 2026, brought to you by DP World. Back into the briefing with Caitlin Benstead, making sure all 4 teams understand exactly what they need to do. There is 3 minutes and 17 seconds, and in this one, it's going to take balance and stability threefold, in my opinion. You can see there, to start off with section 1, they have to maneuver those bags out of the water and then up the waterfall. They'll go against the flow of the water. When they get to the top, they've got a flying fox waiting for them on the other side, and then they'll need to put those weighted bags on the seesaw. And that seesaw is not straightforward. It's not easy to put the same on either side. You will need to find out which end needs more sandbags to keep it balanced. Big reminder, you're going to look good in this driving around the Emirates. It's our raffle draw. It's at 9:15 p.m. Reminder to come on down to Festival City. Join us here. Bring the vibes, bring the energy, and enjoy. Soak in the energy and the atmosphere that's happening here at Dubai Games 2026. I know, and I'm sure you'll look absolutely fantastic driving away in this beautiful vehicle here that we're giving away to one lucky winner. It's all happening down at Dubai Games 2026 here in Festival City. You can see in the background, what a beautiful day. What a beautiful day it's been through from start to finish. It started off with the Battle of the Government Women that took place earlier today, and now we're into the Battle of the Cities, heat number 1. The temperature keeps rising and rising, and the battles get closer and closer. You can see our team here, Ivana from Bulgaria. Again, as always, in the top left-hand side of your screen is your lane assignments. If you're looking for your team, we're moving around each of the obstacles to give and showcase each of the teams that have come from far and wide to descend here in Dubai on Dubai Festival City for the Dubai Games 2026, brought to you by DP World. It was Caitlin Benstead who gave the instructions, the clear instructions to the teams. Now teams moving into their final preparation mode. They've selected their 5 athletes who are going to take on the obstacle known as Unreachable. I think that name's very suitable when you think about they've got to maneuver these bags up a very steep ramp. They've got to be able to hold onto that bag as they descend down the flying fox. They've got to use precision and control as they balance those bags in the third section on our seesaw before hitting our 5 buzzers at the other side. We're inside 45 seconds. The Battle of the Cities keeps getting better and better. More teams, more thrills and spills, as we say. 40 seconds away, and we look at the obstacle course here from start to finish. It may look short, but I tell you what, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be breezy. It's obstacle number 2 by Denmark. It requires balance and stability. It is that calm before the storm. It is round number 6 here, round 6 of 7, and we are inside 10 seconds of Dubai Games 2026, brought to you by DP World. We are at obstacle number 2, brought to you by Denmark, and we are underway here as teams first leap into the water, looking for their first bags. They'll have to figure out the technique they're going to use to be able to hold their bag as they climb up the waterfall. They'll have the assistance of the rope. We've got teams right across the world here, from France, Thailand. We've got teams from Bulgaria, teams in Bangkok, 4 teams, and a team from Edinburgh, Scotland, here in the green lane. Now the bags are various weights. And so they have to decide who gets what, how many are they going to carry. They're going to have to balance it out between speed, power, and strength. And that's why I talked about balance and stability earlier. Strong shoulders, strong grip is going to help them get up the waterfall here. And it's off to an early start from both teams in picture here, in the blue lane and in the green. An early battle within the first 60 seconds. As they rise to the top, they've carried many bags. In fact, it looks like probably 5 or plus bags from each team. There we go, a beautiful aerial shot there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags in the green lane, 4 bags in the blue lane. So it pays to bring as many bags as you can. The more you carry, the faster you will maneuver yourself and make progression through obstacle number 2, brought to you by Denmark. As we've seen in other obstacles and during other rounds, it's always a very tight and furiously fast beginning at the start of each round. That's right, you can see now the compounding effect potentially from earlier rounds starting to take effect here in round number 6 of 7. They have to get through this 10 minutes and then they've got one more set after that, one more round to go, one more obstacle. You can see here the fatigue starting to set in. They've had to work hard. The team from Ivana, in fact, the sandbag there getting caught over the lip or over the metal obstacle. Might have to release those arms a little bit there if he's going to get that one out. They are in a battle there for first position, but the more bags they bring up, the better. And in the green lane is the team from Edinburgh, Scotland. They've figured it out first. They've got all their bags up to the top, and now they're moving on to the Flying Fox. Section number 2, stage number 2. A little bit of momentum gives them the advantage, and that's some nice timing. There's good descent off the rope, taking that momentum and taking 2 bags with them at the same time as well. As a reminder, it's something they've got to think about. How many bags are they going to carry with them down the Flying Fox? We've seen teams just take the one. They've been a little more conservative, but here what we've got is a team from Edinburgh. They want to finish as fast as they can. So they've got assistance by getting the bags onto the athlete, taking 2 bags at a time. I think that's a great strategy here, and so far it's paying off within the first 3 minutes there for our team from Edinburgh. They've got the lead, but it looks tight there in the back for second place. Can their teams behind, can they catch them up? Will they be able to close the gap and take them down? We've got the team there from Skanskon from France, from Bangkok, Thailand, and Varna from Bulgaria. What can they do to close that gap on our leading team from Scotland? If we have a look at the strategy here too from our leading team, you can see why they're so quick. Each team member has an allocated job. One team member will bring the rope back, one will make sure it goes into the box. You can see there that athlete, the one that previously went down the Flying Fox, waiting to take it back. So that's efficient as well. You can see down there on the green lane in the yellow shirt, and also in the orange lane as well. That seems to be the technique. Hold, wait, race back. So it's a bit like interval training. That's the team from Bangkok there in the orange lane from Thailand. It looks like they're currently in second place, trying to close the gap there on Edinburgh from Scotland. 5 athletes maneuvering their way quickly from section 1 into section 2. We've got all 4 teams into section 2, stage number 2, and we're just past the 4-minute mark here in round number 6. It's the Battle of the Cities, heat number 1, obstacle number 2. Proudly brought to you by Denmark. Back here with our leaders, Edinburgh. Their strategy has been paying off for them all the way through. They've been calm, cool, and consistent, and that's what it takes. Something a little bit different there, actually. You can see the ropes. The ropes have knots on them, and what this means and allows the athletes to hook their legs up over the top and take the weight through the lower body, the stronger part or portion of the body, and takes pressure off the upper arms. But we saw there that one of the athletes choosing to not use that technique, so he must have very strong arms, very strong forearms. And again, another technique from the Edinburgh, why they're so fast on this obstacle, is they're giving the athlete an extra push from behind as we enter into the halfway mark with only 5 minutes to go. Teams are in the second portion, or the second stage. Now team here from Thailand in the orange lane. Again, that technique, one by one, bringing the bags across the pool. Of course, if they do happen to fall in, which we haven't seen here in this one, that they will have to take their bag back up and do that one again. You see, as I spoke, the technique there, the team from Bangkok got right to the end, just held onto the rope just a little bit too long and on the edge and slipped it back in. Maybe that's the commentator's curse taking effect there on the team of Bangkok. Obstacle number 2 brought to you by Denmark. The Battle of the Cities, it's heat number 1 with 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go. It's Team Edinburgh who's moved on to the 3rd stage here. Bags being thrown down the stairs. They want to move with pace. And if you take a look at the seesaw, it's uneven. Yep, there's a dial in the middle. And if you have seen this before, they need to put the heavier bags on the far end or the end near the stairs. And they need to balance this out, and you can see there's a dial there in the middle. The needle needs to be in the green, and the referee needs to give the okay. Caitlin there in the background, just double checking. Edinburgh team members, you can't do that. You cannot do that. You cannot hold on to the seesaw. Not to be. It's got to be done by the weight. You've got to be hands-free. I think he's trying to hold on to the weight to just get a better understanding of where the bags need to move. Do they need to move away or closer? He's released the hand. Will the referee give the all clear? He's got the count. The referee says yes, they can. And quick as that, just under 7 minutes with 6 minutes 45. Team Edinburgh is your winner here in round number 6 on obstacle number 2, brought to you by Denmark. And it's a close battle there in 2nd place in the pink lane up the top of your screen. Trying to close that gap there. They were trying to close on Edinburgh, unluckily not being able to, but still 2 minutes and 52 seconds. Bisan Kong from France. They're trying to maneuver their bags into position, and you can see here the fatigue that's really kicking in. 6 rounds out of 7. That means it's nearly 60 minutes of work has taken place for these athletes. That's a lot of compounding effort. Fatigue starts to kick in, a few heavy breaths. 2 minutes 28. They've got plenty of time, but they'll need to find the right balance. They need to let it go. The referee says no. They need to maintain their balance for a particular amount of time. I believe it's 3 to 5 seconds that it needs to be in the green. The needle needs to be in the green. So our team from France just not quite getting it right. Trying to maneuver the bag from left to right. Shift the bag, shift the weight slightly from close to the needle to away. But the referee looks like they're going to give them the all clear. No. Referee, no. They said no. It looks like there was hands on the bag, so they have to go back. This is giving an opportunity for other teams to sneak up behind and potentially take away that 2nd place. But it's hands free. Again, trying to be sneaky there in the pink lane. Remember, it's all to play for. It's all about the time. And struggling here, trying to get their balance correct. You can see how hard it really is. Their fatigue, the decision-making playing a big role. They're just not able to get that right. What do they need to do? This could be an opportunity for Vana from Bulgaria and the team from Thailand to catch up. Will they be able to do it? Will they get given the all clear? They finally have got the all clear with 1 minute and 15 seconds to go. Ooh, they are excited. They have got through. That is a tricky part of the obstacle number 2 here by Denmark. And it gave an opportunity, a very good opportunity for the Vana team there, who came in only seconds behind their team. They were able to quickly put their balance into the seesaw in a fast time, about around 9 minutes and 4 seconds there. The team from Vana crossing the line, which leaves our 4th team, our team from Bangkok. Thailand looking to finish off within the 10-minute time cap. 36 seconds to go. They're going to have to motor. They're going to have to be quick. But they've got through stage number 2. They've got 30 seconds to position those bags onto the seesaw. Throwing them down here at the moment. A little bit of time wasting. They need to put those bags on quickly. They need some people down there maneuvering them into position. 16 seconds to go. Will they be able to make it? You can see hands on thighs, just taking a deep breath as they've worked for such a long period of time. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tight. It's the final 5 seconds here. Laboring to the side. But unfortunately, the team not able to make it. The time is called here on round number 6. Obstacle number 2 here, brought to you by Denmark. It was a big effort, and we're going to find out the right strategy here, what it took to be fast here on obstacle number 2. So let's head down into the arena where the vibes and the fun continues with Steve and Ahmed.
All right, thank you very much, Grant. Here we go with Team Edinburgh. Make some noise!
Come on!
Very happy, very relaxed, great challenges, but you guys have championed it. What was the game plan?
Teamwork makes the dream work, baby.
One team!
One spirit!
Back to you, Grant.
You can see lots of fun happening down in the arena, but there's all work as well. There's seriousness because they're all vying for those top positions. A chance to qualify for the final, which will take place. The Battle of the Cities final takes place tomorrow night on day number 4 here at Dubai Festival City. And the points are close, I tell you. They will take a look at their leaderboard a little bit later on, but let's take a look at the moments here. The winning moment for our team from Edinburgh, the Scottish team, with plenty of time on the clock. The arm pump, they're excited. Our team there from France took a little bit to get through the seesaw, but they made it. The moment came for them as well. They were only seconds ahead of our team from Varna. Also very excited. The flex at the end, the winning moments for our teams. They finished obstacle number 2. But let's take a look at the highlights from round number 6 and what exactly it took for these teams to make it all the way to the end. Well, it began with a game plan. Dream work, teamwork, we just heard before, and it is about how well you work as a team. You can see single file moving those bags along together, getting some good technique up the ramp, getting low, keeping that center of gravity with control. You see 2 athletes there from Edinburgh in the yellow, and our team from Varna there just got caught up a little bit, probably cost them some time down the far end. Our team from Bangkok did very well here in the opening stages, but it was our team from Edinburgh working it together as a team. Each member going down the flying fox, releasing the rope at the right time, momentum onto the pads, and then quickly the bags into the bucket. They had their strategy, they had their dream work, play time after time. No mistakes is what also helped them be very, very fast through the section. They were smooth, they were calm, and they were collected, making their way all the way. You did see a couple of spills and thrills there from a couple of the teams, but they were able to get back up, hold their composure, and then race through to the 3rd section, the seesaw, where balance and stability is everything. Coming out with a fast time, many points on offer there for their team from Edinburgh. And then our team from France, getting through to the end, seconds ahead, moments ahead of our team from Varna. 3 teams finishing off obstacle number 2 in the Battle of the Cities, heat number 1. But we're moving on to obstacle number 1, sponsored by DEWA, Dubai Electricity and Water Authority. Welcome back into Dubai Festival City here for Dubai Games 2026, brought to you by DP World. We're heading into the 7th and final round with obstacle number 1 coming up. It's going to take some rope control, some balance, and some accuracy. To find out more about obstacle number 1, let's head on back down into the arena where Stephen Armour having a lot of fun and giving a lot of good details. Stephen Armour, down to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Grant. Man, I'm telling you, you got to get out of the studio, go down here to the action, because look where we're at. We're having a good time here. Obstacle number 1 brought to you by DEWA. Ahmed and I having a great time. First of all, it's a lot of challenges going on here. First of all, you got to get your teammate up in these harnesses, gather those balls, transport to the other side. A lot of lifting, a lot of deadlifts going on. And if you like bowling too, well, this is for you, because later on, towards the end, there's some bowling alley waiting for us.
مشاهدينا الكرام، نقضي أوقات ممتعة أنا وستيف هنا في التحدي رقم 1. يجب أن تشوف التوازن وين توازن الفريق، كيف تأخذ الكرات هذه بطريقة جميلة. لاعب واحد سوف يكون في منتصف هذا الحاجز أو الجزء الأول من الحاجز، يلتقط الكرات الموجودة بدون لمس الماء. كل ما تلمس الماء تكون في خطر، وإذا لمست الكرة الماء مرة واحدة خلاص الكرة تروح منك وتكمل بالبقية. ومن ثم إلى الجسر، ومن ثم إلى منطقة البولينج. السترايك لازم يكون موجود وحاضر، وأيضا إذا كنت تبع 5 نقاط إضافية يجب أن ترمي الأسطوانة اللي على جنب تعطيك 5 نقاط إضافية. هذا البونس في هذا التمرين. Are you still alive, Steve?
Very much alive and having a good time. Are you having a good time? Well, here we go. Grant, I'm telling you, man, you got to come down. But for now, here we go. Back to the studio because it is almost game time.
Well, we saw Stephen Ahmed there showing us how to keep control, keep balance there down on the obstacles. But let's move into the leaderboard here as we go into the 7th and final round. It's Aris from Denmark there, leading the way with 135 points. 2 bonus points for them. Scotchy Russia in second, Bob Rusk in third, and Lucerine in fourth. And close, very, very close in behind is our team from Poland, Norway, United Kingdom and Uzbekistan, with only a few points separating them and a possible position inside that top 4. Let's take a look at the mid-range of the table, those 11 through to 20. Again, we've seen that the bonus points are absolutely vital on 4 and 3. The obstacles 4 and 3, a little bit easier to get those bonus points, but it's where it counts is that, I believe, obstacle number 1, which we're about to see. What makes it so difficult to get those bonus points? We've got the teams there from Besgon, France there in the mid-table, and then Madrid, Spain, Buenos Aires here rounding off the 3rd and final section of our leaderboard. More to play for, more points on offer here at Dubai Games 2026, brought to you by DP World. So take a look out at the beautiful bay here down at Dubai Festival City. The sun is starting to set, but not the action. I tell you what, we're into our 7th and final round. The Battle of the Cities, heat number 1 here at Dubai Games 2026. There's only 2 minutes and 18 seconds to go. The teams have been briefed. Kyla Smith there, the head of the obstacle here at Dubai Games in the arena there, gave the athletes their briefing. They know exactly what they need to do. And for me, this is actually a very, very fun, but also very mentally challenging obstacle. You can see here, it's not going to take one, it's going to take all 5 members to make their way through each section. And what is those sections? Well, the first section is the spider. It's the way that the athletes have to maneuver their key athlete, or the person there in the harness. They have to collect 5 balls. These balls are vital for the end of the lane. When they get through, they collect all 5 balls, they go to the bridge section, which is section or stage number 2. They need to cross over the bridge before moving into the 10-pin bowling area, where they need to knock down all 10 pins before they can finish. But there's a little twist, there's a little surprise here, that if they if they have any balls remaining, they can go for that bonus point. We saw on the leaderboard, it's pretty hard to come by. It's going to be a challenge for our teams, but I know these teams are up for a challenge. There's just over 1 minute to go before the start of our final round, round number 7 here. Obstacle number 1, brought to you by Diwa. You can see the young ones there enjoying it, supporting their team, Team Rack City there. Great to see people from all ages aspiring to be athletes here and to join us in future events. But they're sharing the love, they're sharing the energy, and you can too. Come on down, Dubai Festival City, and join in the energy and the vibes here with our athletes at Dubai Games 2026. We're only 32 seconds away, and it's going to be the start of the 7th and final round. What will they need to do to give them those extra points, to give them the best opportunity to make it through to the championship Sunday? Seconds matter. Time matters, decisions matter, and we're about to see it all come into play here in obstacle number 1, brought to you by Dubai Electricity and Water Authority. The final 10 seconds, the overlook of the obstacles. The athletes are ready, we are ready. Let's get going. And obstacle number 1, brought to you by Diwa. You can see the athletes quickly maneuvering into position, and early signs here on the outer lanes, the blue and the pink. We've got teams quickly holding onto their ropes and getting their athlete out over the water. The technique here is to use the ropes to lengthen or shorten to be able to maneuver their athletes. You can see here the team from Belarus, Bob Rusk, here on the pink lane, already quickly with 2 balls into the pocket. You can see they are making that look easy. You can see also on the far lane, it's the battle of the outer lanes in the blue. You can see also having 2 balls detached and on their pockets. Madrid, Spain here with the orange, trying to communicate which direction they need to go and what they need to do, which is the best order. As we talked about rope control. Rope control is essential, and not from the individual that's hanging there, but from the 4 team members that are controlling the member there on the harness. Remember, 5 balls. 5 balls are what they'll need to give them the best opportunity to complete this obstacle. Different technique there. Looks very, very relaxed, very, very chilled out indeed. He's just waiting for his team members. He's got 3 balls there. That is our team in the green lane from Tampa, USA. Bracing the core, chilling out, but we're going to take a look at the line along there. You see on the blue lane, it looks like our current leaders are in their blue lane there. They have got all 5 balls. They're on through section 1. That means they're going to move into section number 2. And what they need to do, the athletes need to sit on the stretcher and needs to balance the 5 balls with them while the other 4 pick them up and then move them along the bridge. Now, halfway along, this team from Oslo is about to find out they need to pull on that rope that's sitting there in the middle. And what they will do is going to drop those drawbridges down so that teams can progress all the way across to the other side. In fact, look how tight that battle is for first place here in the pink lane. Bob Rusk from Belarus there. They're lining up. It is neck and neck on the left-hand side. That team there, Belarus, but you can see they're only meters, seconds away from our leaders here on the right-hand side in the orange, in the blue lane. Oslo from Norway. They've cleared the bridge. But they're both going to land simultaneously. This is going to be super, super close. Section 2 has been completed. Now moving into section number 3, stage 3. And quickly the team there in the pink throwing the ball down. It's a great work. It's a strike. A strike. That means 4 balls remaining in order to try and hit that bonus ball. Bonus pin, I should say, at the end. And you can see how challenging this is, how tough it's going to be. They've already got what they needed. They've got the 10 pins down. That means they can progress. That means they can finish. But they want to take all 5 points here. 5 points goes a long way to getting themselves up into the top 4. The opportunity is needed. Bob Rusk there going for those bonuses. Will this one make it? It looks good. Oh, just missed out down the end. But they're going to finish off first place, sprinting towards the end in an astronomical time. Just over 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Wow, Bob Rusk from Belarus sprinting it through here on round number 7, obstacle number 1. And they've pipped the team in the blue lane, who's still trying to work on their pins. They've knocked down 9 out of the 10. And you can see in the green lane, our team from Tampa Bay, they caught up and they used all 5 balls. And they've actually left 1 pin standing. So for them, they can no longer progress. We're here in the blue lane. It's going close. Is it going to make it? Oh, great success. They've got an extra ball. They've got time on their hands. There is 5 vital points up for grab for the team from Oslo. He lines this one up. Moves the body weight forward. Checks his technique. It's a 10-meter roll. It's a thin lane to go down the end. Will it make it? No, makes it halfway. So that's 1 attempt that's gone. They've got 1 more ball. I have to say, they look quite calm and collected here right now. He's going to take his time. Accuracy is what is key. I'm loving that technique, though. He's lining this one up. He's breathing. Oh, and look at that. Because he's taking so much time, the team has snuck on through. We've got a bit of a Usain Bolt celebration to finish. They knocked all their pins down. They came storming through, as we do get to see here in the blue lane. Oslo from Norway coming through in 3rd place. Again, that is the strategy, or that is the decision that needs to be made. Do you go for those bonus points, or do you go for the time? But we're going to find out what made our winning team so quick down on the competition floor. Let's go hear from Steve and Ahmed. It's obstacle number 1, brought to you from Diwa, and we're going to have a look at the best moments here of round number 7. You can see the Bob Roos team there hitting the buzzers in fast time, coming through, sneaking it through there from Madrid. The Spanish team getting that second place position here in round number 7. And then they took a little longer. They were going for the bonus point. Team Oslo, they came through in 3rd position. But then all 4 teams made it across the finish. Oh, sorry, they didn't. The Tampa team, unfortunately, running out of balls and unable to get those 10 pins down. They left with 1 pin standing. But it was a great effort from all teams across the board. It's been 7 amazing rounds, and to understand best how these athletes think, how they've trained, and how they perform under pressure here during Dubai Games, we're going to go down with Steve and Ahmed, who are with our winning teams.
And our Team Oslo member, we got Payo having some bananas, just recharging his energy now, and some lost carbs and calories. Payo, did you have a good time today?
Really, this nice place. We are very happy. I think this is the last
3 minutes.
time we'll be here. Very happy, very not easy. All these obstacles. Very nice.
All right, that's amazing. You know, the most important thing is you had a great time, right?
Great time, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, thank you very much, Ahmed.
I can see you finish, your team finished very fast,
of
but
course.
you missed the bonus.
Yeah, no, lucky.
You're not
of course.
lucky.
Yeah? 1 ball strikes, very nice, but I lost. Okay.
You're not lucky today.
Next time. Okay.
So, one more question. You finish with all challenges, 7 challenges. Where you will celebrate the Valentine's Day tonight?
Water.
In the water. In the waters. Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Enjoy your snacks. Thank you very much. All right, back to the studio for now.
Thank you, Steve and Ahmed. Let's take a look at the highlights here for obstacle number 1, brought to you by Diwa. It was fast, it was quick, it was lightning, and they took on the challenge before them. It was 5 balls needed to be collected. They need to work as a team to maneuver around the pool to collect those 5 points. And you can see there that the strategies in play came to fruition. They knew exactly what each team needed to do. So with a great, clear and clean briefing at the start, they understood the game ahead. They jumped up, they got into position, they moved quickly through section 1. And you can see here, quickly teams were able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 balls into the pocket and move through onto our next round. Remember, you saw here why they are so vital. When you get to the other end, you need to have as many opportunities to knock down the pins. When we got into section number 2, it was balance across the bridge, and then it worked into section number 3. It was all about accuracy to knock down 10 pins, the only way to get through. We saw our team there from Tampa Bay, slow, close, narrow, missing out on that 10th pin required to make sure they could finish. It was not meant to be from them, but it was our team from Madrid, Spain. They were able to be calm and collected. They knocked down 10 pins, and they did a great job. And to find out more about how exactly they did it, let's go see Steve and Ahmed with our teams.
All right, there you have it. Thank you very much, Grant. All the way from Madrid, Viva España. 1 team. Sí. Hermano, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿y tú?
I'm really good. Todo bien. ¿Cómo se llama?
Mi nombre es Tulio.
It's Tulio. All right, Tulio, first of all, congratulations. Y'all finished. Did you have a great time today?
Yes, this obstacle was good for us, so because we have a good team also, yeah.
Yeah, you crushed the bonus. You did an amazing job. How you find your way to the bonus is very hard.
Really know what's me, what's my friend Junior. He's the best and the bubbly. So he has the skill and the secret for that challenge.
You know what the date today? What the date is? 14 February.
No, I don't know. Valentine's Day is okay for I am a single man, so I don't know what it's.
All right, well, there you have it. Team Madrid, muchas gracias. One more time. 1 team.
Vaya Spirit.
Sí. That's the celebration, Madrid celebration, Steve.
Back to you, Grant.
Thank you, Steve and Ahmed. Big smiles, big delight. We take a look at some highlights here on the screen. It's the battle of the cities. It's heat number 1. Take a look at what's happened here throughout today for heat number 1, the Battle of the Cities. All these teams vying for top positions. It started on early in the day as with the obstacle here to get that rope up over the hook, to move through the deadlifts, and then to get that ladder through to the end. You heard throughout this earlier from Steve and Ahmed. It's all about one team, one spirit, and teamwork is what counts here at Dubai Games 2026. They have to work together in order to make it through to the end. You saw on all these obstacles, it was not just the speed and strength required from each of the athletes, but it was the communication and the precision. It was the understanding of how to be fast, how to be quick, how to save seconds in each portion and each moment. You can see here, obstacle number 6. Teams taking on the trampolines. A bit of basketball, accuracy, and height is the name of the game through obstacle number 6. Teams traversing their way across the monkey bars, having to carry those balls. And we saw some great techniques there, carrying 3, 4, 5 balls with them. I think that was the record of the day, but losing one there at the end. And the technique there really made the difference there for our team from, I believe it's a Czech Republic, I believe, and they came through quickly. They got all balls into the basket, doing a great job. Super strong, super fast, but more importantly, super accurate there on obstacle number 6. We had a couple more teams making their way through, doing exactly what they needed to do to find their way towards the top of the leaderboard. The challenge continued here in obstacle number 5, the water challenge, where teams had to come together. Decisions were vital, and we saw throughout this obstacle, we did see that how much water does go into those rafts and how much it does slow them down. So big decisions were made early on, strategies were taken into play. They had to work their way from the back to the front, and they were able to do so. Well, our team there, I believe it's our team from Racine, they were our winners here on this obstacle, and they just worked together just nicely. They were able to go to the far tree to begin with. They came back, they used this shorter route towards the trees in front, all 4 balls on, and then their team quickly to the other side. Deserved winners there. And all 5 team members quickly down and hitting those buzzers. You can see how much excitement it is when they cross the line and hit the buzzers. And you got the 5 buzzers going. It means time and points. That's what counts here at Dubai Games and through 2026. Here is obstacle number 4. This one, a little different, very unique, a lot of strength required. Teams know it's very simple as far as technical. There's no real accuracy required, no real coordination required. It did require, though, a steady hand. They had to build a house of cards. They worked together one by one, cards into position, and then it was all about strength. They had to move the As we can see there, the highlights from heat number 1, the Battle of the Cities. We've moved through our first heat here. It's been a great evening, and the battle continues with the Battle of the Cities. Heat number 2 is coming up at 6:40, and the question is there teams in the second heat? Will they be able to move teams into the top 4? Will they be able to take advantage of potentially going second? We're going to find out. With more energy, more challenges, more vibes, more goodness is on the way, so don't go far. Make sure you return back here for Dubai Games 2026. It's been an absolute pleasure taking you through the afternoon here today on day number 3. My name's Grant Goes. Make sure you do connect with us, but we'll see you back here for Dubai Games 2026 by DP World at 6:40 later on.